Good morning, Brenda. / afternoon / evening. I'm a little bit late because I was making myself a hot chocolate. Despite the fact that summer has suddenly arrived here in England and it's gone really hot and sunny and quite humid. And yet, do you know what? I just really fancied a hot chocolate. Don't ask me why. Actually, I nearly went on a bit of a chocolate run before this... before starting the live stream. I thought I could just nip to the corner shop and get some chocolate, but then I said no, I shall be good and not have chocolate. We might have like a mid-stream chocolate run. I might take a break at some point in the middle of the stream and just go, fuck it, I'm going to go and get chocolate. But anyway, yeah, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. I need to get on my right screen. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, there we go. We are at Skyhold because we made it to Skyhold last time, and I don't think we did much. I think we did the rounds of it. I think we need to look for coal. I'll do that in a minute. There's a person. Hello, person. Oh, Lizette's here. Hello, Lizette. Okay, I like Lizette. I always wish she'd had like more of a role. I don't know why. Sometimes people just sort of... Sometimes a certain character, even if they only have a few lines, they just sort of like steal your heart a little bit. Oh, hello, Iron Bull. I don't think I've spoken to you, have I?
Inquisitor. Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you. We'll come back to him. I know what he wants to show me. We'll come back to him. Right. So, and Cassandra. We spoke to Cassandra with the whole Varric situation, didn't we? I don't think I've just spoken to her.
Something is troubling the Inquisitor. Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed. Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Okay, yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Okay.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay, yeah. Give us lots of little side quests. One of the things that I've liked the most about all the news coming out about Veilguard is they've said there's not going to be any fetch quests. That's not going to be a thing. I think probably for the best. How am I today? I'm very well. How are you, Brenda? Yeah, I'm very well. I've had a very lazy week off work. Like, so lazy. I have done nothing. I had things I was going to do. I was going to go and see Inside Out 2 in the cinema. I was going to go and get a new ear piercing. I was going to inquire about getting a new tattoo. There was all sorts of things I was going to do, and I've done nothing. I just sat on my arse. I binge-watched Series 3 of Bridgerton, which was very good. I liked it very much. I think it's the best season so far. And then I went back and rewatched the first 2 seasons of Bridgerton. And now I want to watch Queen Charlotte again because that was really good. And I've eaten a lot of crap. And that's all I've done. But you know what? Week off work, that's what you're supposed to do, isn't it? Hello, people. Hello. There's just a gathering of mages who just, you know, don't quite know where to go and are looking at something. I don't know what they're looking at. Anyway, should we go and look for coal? We'll go and do that.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Oh, that's a look.
I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Okay, yeah, sure. How complex?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In in their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Okay. Yes, explain more of possession, because I'm a dwarf and I probably don't know much about these things.
Dwarves don't have much cause to learn about demon possession. What do you mean?
Yes. Dwarves rarely draw the attention of spirits, possibly because of your ties to the stone. Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
Oh, you've been watching Bridgerton too, have you, Brenda? Yeah, I think it's definitely the best season so far. And I'm quite excited. How do you feel about the twist at the end with Michael Sterling turning up as Michaela? Because I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed that twist. It's really pissing off some people, but I like it. I think it's good. And it explains why Francesca's marriage seems to be somewhat lacking in passion. And when she kissed him at the wedding, and she was sort of, it was almost like she didn't want to, and I was kind of like, there's something going on here. And then Michaela turned up, and her eyes lit up, and she got all tongue-tied, and I was like, oh. I'm quite excited about that one. Anyway, yes, what if demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
Okay, sure, I'll talk to him. I think this is going to annoy Vivian. I think I'm going to struggle to keep Vivian on side in this playthrough with how I'm playing Theodora. But we should be able to.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white, everything burns. I can't. I'm going to. I'm dying. I'm dead.
Oh, you were right, that's disconcerting. Stop that. Yeah, you were right, Cole.
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Okay, so, yeah. You're a friendly spirit, are you, Cole?
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Okay, stay and help us, Cole.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
I'm never sure what's the right option here. I think they're both kind of good options and bad options in their way. Yeah. But we are playing Theodora as a bit of like an idealist goody two-shoes type, so I would say give him a chance.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. It's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
There we go. Cool, greatly approves of that apparently. Marvellous. Hello Welsh friend! We're talking about Bridgerton. This is going to be the Bridgerton stream. Do you watch Bridgerton, Welsh friend? Because you're going to hear me talk about Bridgerton. I've been binge watching Bridgerton this week, just all of it. I watched the new series and then I went back and watched the older series as well because it's just too good, man. It's too good. And Brenda wasn't aware of the twist. Alright, so the twist was, in the books, I haven't read the books, but I've read pretty detailed synopses of them. In the books, Michael Sterling is Francesca's husband's cousin, who she falls in love with and they have this passionate affair. But I think she's widowed by the time they have the affair. I don't think she's actually married when they have the affair, I think, but I'm not sure. But then... obviously in the series they've turned Michael into Michaela, so it's going to be Michaela she presumably falls in love with and has the wild affair with, judging by how tongue-tied she got when Michaela turned up. Yeah, which, like I was saying, massively explains why she didn't seem that into her husband. But yeah, I'm quite excited about it, but it's pissed quite a lot of people off, as it always does, but you know, I think people just like to be pissed off. Don't watch Bridgerton, Welsh friend. Oh my god, woman, what are you even doing with your life? What are you even doing with your life? Yeah. Yeah. This is what I like to do with Skyhold. I just like to wander around and chuck myself off things. I think we should go somewhere though, because most of the castle is still in disrepair at the moment, which means most of the areas I can't get into. But if we go somewhere and then we come back, it'll have fixed itself up a little bit. Because every time you kind of leave and then come back, a bit more of it is fixed up until eventually it's all fixed up. But I can't remember where the dungeons are. I don't seem to be able to get to the dungeons. Are they over here? Hello, Sarah. Ah, I think these are the dungeons, but I can't get in, which is weird, because we do actually have prisoners, like Alexius, who need to be kept in the dungeons, and yet I can't get into the dungeons, so I don't know where we're keeping our prisoners. Let's not worry about it. Yeah. So, shall we go somewhere, then? I don't know what we want to do. I don't really want to go and do the marshy bit. I can't remember what it's called. You know, the marshy bit. I need to find the war room first before we do anything, which I believe it's the next one, isn't it? Yeah, it's the next one. Hello, Josephine, darling. I'm gonna nip in here. Look, I've got massive, exciting doors and everything that I get to go through. Boop! Right, oh, we've got an Inquisition perk. We're trying to get the Deft Hand Find Tools, aren't we? Which means... Oh, I can get Deft Hand Find Tools. Can I? Yay! That means I can unlock things. Everybody likes to be able to unlock things. Right. So, I'm sure we've got some stuff that I... Ooh, investigate the western approach. Oh, that's quite a fun one. I quite enjoy doing that. We've got stop venatory activity in the west. Is that the really desert-y one? Because I know the western approach is desert-y, but then there's another extra desert-y one, isn't there? And then there's the shards, which is also desert-y. Because over here it's just a lot of desert. Nip over to Ferelden. There we go. Request from Halsmal. Your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trusts Templars to perform their duties once we ensure that Halsmal's circle is stable and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers. We will join you ourselves. Yay! And we found what we were looking for, an ancient vault, all but buried in the thick vegetation at the heart of the island, no doubt uncharted for over 1,000 years. The effort to open the vault without setting off traps was considerable, and what we found within was interesting. According to an ancient named Rion, this was the retreat of one of the last of Andraste's disciples, a guardian who fled some manner of attack on the site of the sacred ashes. He expected reinforcement by other disciples who never arrived. Whatever texts the man thought to preserve have mostly crumbled, but we recovered a number of other artifacts from the site. It is a significant find that will undoubtedly prove of great interest to Chantry scholars, even if it will take them years to sort through all the debris. Okie dokie. And yay, we've got Sebastian. Marvellous. Right. So what do we want? What do we want? Ooh, shadows over Denerim. Inquisitor, first things first, an apology. I offered the rebel mage a safe harbour in Ferelden only to have them drive my uncle out of his own town, so I'll admit I wasn't in the best of moods when I first met you. I just wanted everybody out of Redcliffe and didn't care who was responsible for what. Now I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? Bloody hell, Alistair. These cultists, Venatori, I think they're called. We have them in the royal palace, or so I'm told. Like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something, grateful something. Wait, did you just write that? You scribes do this on purpose, don't you? King Alistair, that's much more entertaining than the letter that Honora sends you. Right, Liliana, I have just the agent in mind for this. Allow me to send her to Denerim quietly to hunt down the Venatori spies. Or, Cullen, send forces to aid the manhunt. Not only should we help, but everybody should see us doing it. Do we march into Denerim with Inquisition forces and terrify everybody, or do we send a nice quiet agent? I think we'll just send a nice quiet agent if it's all the same to you, Cullen. What do we want? Reclaiming the Mage Rebellion, that sounds exciting. Fiona! We got the word out to everyone we could, but some cells were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Sketch. Is that Sketch from the Leona Song DLC? Sketch didn't die, did he? I think it was the dwarf that died. They're likely afraid to come out of hiding. I can send a few non-Templar soldiers to protect the mages on their way here. Whoops, that was the wrong thing. Or, rebel mages may not believe we aren't Templars. I can ask the Banner one for help contacting them. No, I'll let Cullen send his soldiers to do something. I don't often let Cullen's soldiers do anything because I prefer Liliana's agents. Dorian's request. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Gryphius's minions. But these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do. Since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down, at which point they would sneer something at you into Vinter and you would be forced to kill them, which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat. For me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy. But who cares about them? Up to you, my Lady Inquisitor. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll let Josephine deal with that. We're going after the Venatori pretty hard here, aren't we? But you know, they are a mad cult, so that's kind of fine. Yeah. So, we've got rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden, which I do not want to do because it's very boring. We've got to find the Warden. That's Crestwood. I quite like Crestwood. We've got to investigate Frostback Basin. That's a DLC that you really want. That is the DLC, isn't it? That's the one that you kind of want to wait till the end because you've got to be quite high level. Is that right? Yeah. Minimum suggested level 20. Let's not do that. That's the deserty one, isn't it? Which it's quite a fun level to do, but I don't know. It's not very plot central. Make contact in the Emerald Graves. Oh, I don't enjoy the Emerald Graves. Liberate Emprise du Lion. I enjoy that one a bit more. And investigate the Exalted Plains. Oh, is that the one I'm thinking of? It's either the Exalted Plains or the Emerald Graves that I don't like, and I can't remember which one's which. I can't remember what the other one would be, actually. I fancy Crestwood. Should we do Crestwood? I fancy Crestwood. Yeah. Hawke has revealed that Corypheus can influence the minds of Grey Wardens. If the Darkspawn brings them under his sway, he'll command a legion of highly skilled warriors. The Inquisition must hunt down Hawke's Grey Warden ally hiding in Crestwood to learn about the other Warden's plans. No one has travelled to or from Crestwood since the breach, and Leliana will send her fastest agents to discover what disaster has rendered it silent. Probably a lot of demons, I imagine. That's normally what it is, isn't it? A hastily scrawled note. Inquisitor, Hawke's Warden friend is somewhere here. Disappeared before we could talk to him. He's good. Be careful on the road. Lots of undead. People here need our help. Explain more once you're here. What is it with Ferelden and the undead? No, I don't want to travel there now because I've just remembered I have to go and sort my inventory out. Ugh. You know, my favourite bit of Inquisition. Also, I want to have a quick nip outside and see if Harding's still there. Because Harding was in the courtyard, wasn't she? But now she's also apparently in Crestwood. Can she be in two places at once? Is the game clever enough to have removed her? Acquired enhanced belt of urgency. Great. I love a belt of urgency. Oh dear. Yeah, let's go and see if Harding's still there. She was standing by the tavern, wasn't she? Yeah, she's still there! You're in Crestwood, Harding! How could you be in Crestwood and here? It's magic! Hello!
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
Okay, what's new?
What's been going on?
Secret Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much just her
Have
face.
to go.
Okay, bye Liara. Right, so... Whoa! Nearly fell off the steps because I was reading the chat. Oh my god, we've got a returning newbie. The newbies don't often return. I have a very bad retention rate. People turn up for one live stream and then they're like, yeah, that was enough crazy for me. That's alright. Only the best people stay, I find. That's, not right, okay, I need to sort this flipping inventory out. Right. This will probably take us about 4 hours. Why is Bianca coming up as available? Bianca should definitely be equipped by Varric, shouldn't she? He doesn't have Bianca equipped. Why does Varric not have Bianca equipped? There you go, Varric. You have Bianca. Jesus, man. Right. Two-handed. Right, we'll leave him with that. We'll go through everybody and do their weapons first. Sided blade. Luckily, I don't think I picked up too much because it was just the. What did we even do? It was just the battle, wasn't it, with Corypheus? Oh, she can equip the heater shield now. No, she can't. I got excited for a minute then. She almost can. She's at level 9. Oh, the spiked tower shield is actually better. Well, yeah, I would say that was better. And it looks better. That looks better, doesn't it? You can have the spiked tower shield. And boop. And Fred's here. Hello, Fred. What am I doing? Stuffs. Yeah, we don't have any stuffs. That's good. We didn't have any things, did we? What shield have you got? You've got a shard shield too. Did we have 2 shard shields? We did! Well, heavens. I thought the shard shield was a unique one. Apparently not. Cole can have his daggers. I don't think I will ever take Cole out. Like, I just never, ever, ever take Cole out. But, you know, you can have some daggers. You can have Bleeder of Souls. Because why not? And then you can have... One, 3, 9. Yeah, that's going to be the best one, isn't it? There you go, you can have a stiletto. Is that equipped? That has equipped. Is the Bleeder of Souls equipped? Honestly, it's such a shit UI. There you go. There you go. And Vivian, I don't have any stuffs for Vivian. I don't have a stuff for Solus. Varric's got Bianca. You've got that. There we go. We are all fine and dandy. Moving on to armour. Coat of the Herald isn't going to be beat by anything, is it? Let her keep that. I'm not putting a Templar helmet on her because it looks ridiculous. I'd rather she looked better. Cassandra could have a Templar helmet, couldn't you? You can have a Templar helmet, Cassandra. Kind of suits you. It looks too big for her head, though, doesn't it? Mind you, I find that's a problem with all of the helmets in Inquisition, that they just look too big for their heads. Sarah? You'll need medium armor, won't you? I think that one's better. Oh, it looks sexier as well. That's very nice. That's very lovely. Yeah, I like that. And Dorian, you can stick with what you've got, my friend. You can probably stick with what you've got. Yep. I do like the Grey Warden helmet as well. Look at it. It's so cool. And Cole, I think Cole's probably fine as he is. Well, actually, no, I could give him Coat of the Herald, couldn't I? I can have my cast-offs. Vivienne is fine as she is. Solus is fine as he is. Varric, I think, is fine as he is for the most part. Ooh, no, he can put some better scout. Yeah, get your chest out, Varric. That'll... He gets his chest out and it gives him more armour. That was the wrong one. And Iron Bull, I think you're pretty much fine as you are, aren't you? Yes, you are. Marvellous! There, that was much quicker than last time. Oh, hang on. Accessories. Amulet of Aggression. The wearer of this amulet generates a moderate amount of threat when attacking. I don't think Theodora really wants threat, to be honest. Oh, attack speed, though. Yeah, I'll have some attack speed. Why not? Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Sarah's so cute. She is, isn't she? I like Sarah. I don't think she deserves half the hate as what she gets. I was going to say she could have aggression, but I think plus to Constitution is probably better for her. Although I'm never quite sure what the attributes do in Inquisition, to be fair. I'm not as clued up on the whole leveling kind of system in Inquisition as what I am on the other games. Yeah. That's Sarah. Ooh, you might be able to get some rings. Have I got any rings? I've not got any rings. I know who could use that threat amulet, probably. Yes, what's his name? Iron Bull. Could probably use a threat amulet. Oh, if we put a belt of spirit resistance on Cole, does that mean he resists himself? There's a question. Vivian, you're fine as what you are. Solus gets nothing, because who likes Solus? And Iron Bull, you can have... Oh, but he's got an Amulet of Constitution as well. Maybe I should give it to Blackwall. No, actually, better idea. Give Iron Bull the Amulet of Aggression. And then give Blackwall the Constitution one. Because Blackwall dies a lot. I find he's quite a weak character. So you can get Constitution, and then somebody needs an Amulet of Strength. Who's not wearing note? Varric, you can have an Amulet of Strength. There you go. Right, marvellous. And then sell all the shit I don't need. I can't be arsed crafting anything right at this moment. Ooh, we've got special shipments. That's schematics, right? That's alright then. That's like, if you've just filled my inventory right up again. I can sell things, can't I, somewhere? Can I sell things? I must be able to sell things. Can I sell things? Somewhere I must be able to sell things, presumably. Right? There we can. And sell. Yeah, sell all of this shit what I don't need. Sell all of it, get rid of all of it. Oh, maybe keep the Inquisition shield because I like it. Even though I will never make anybody use it ever again, but I still like it. Did I not put somebody in Coat of the Herald? I put somebody in Coat of the Herald, right? I'm sure I put Cole in Coat of the Herald. I swear to God, this bloody inventory system. You can't tell when you've actually friggin' equipped something. Yeah, no, I apparently took him out of his clothes. There you go, you can wear my old coat, Cole. Jesus fucking Christ. Did I take anybody else out of their clothes accidentally? Was everybody else in their clothes? Everybody else is in their clothes. Marvellous. I think also the fact that in this game, when you take somebody out of their clothes, take her out of her clothes, right? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Right? They don't actually go in their underwear, so sometimes you don't actually realise that you've taken them out of their clothes. Bring underwear back, Veilguard. I want to see people in their knickers again. It went from the extremes, didn't they? Because the underwear in Origins is very revealing, and then you get to Inquisition and nobody's allowed underwear anymore. We have to keep everybody clothed at all times. Get rid of all of this shit. Yeah. Right, okay. I think we're done. I think we're grand. I think we're dandy. Right. So, should we head to Crestwood? I like Crestwood. Crestwood's one of my favourite ones. We'll travel to Crestwood. Who do we want? Well, always take Sandra. Pretty much always take Vivian. Should we go Iron Bull? I really should bring Sarah along a little bit more. Actually, the banter between Sarah, Cassandra and Vivian is some of the best banter you'll ever hear. But then I don't think that's a particularly strong party, to be fair. Ah, who cares? We'll take Sarah. Why not? Take the girls. Have a girl party.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
Yeah. What is it?
For the Red Temple.
There's a few up in the hills, but for once, they're not our biggest problem.
What is?
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area, but after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawk's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
Okay, are you safe here? Thanks for the warning, I'll stop now. We never meet anyone else. Should we flirt with Harding? Why not? We flirt with everybody else, don't we?
Wish we could get better acquainted, Harding. When the dead aren't rising around us, perhaps?
The world would crumble to dust before you ran out of ills to fight. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck. And please be safe.
Interestingly, Sarah approved of that, despite the fact I have also flirted quite heavily with Sarah. That's fine. We'll just be the flirty type. Some people are just flirty, aren't they? They just have like flirty banter. I think Theodora just has flirty banter. Yeah, so there's a rift out in the middle of the lake there. That's interesting. The moon is unnervingly large again. They just like increased the size of the moon between games, interestingly. Yeah. Yeah. So, I often wonder how many rifts, because like there's a bit at the end of the game when you go and do the Trespasser DLC, which is set like a few years after the end of Inquisition. And they make some comment that, you know, you've finally closed the last of the rifts, but you need the Inquisitor to close the rifts, right? So the Inquisitor would have to visit every single rift personally. And how many of them are just like in the middle of lakes or at the top of like really hard to climb mountains or in the middle of swamps or just like places that are really hard to get to? I just kind of wonder how hard it must have been to close every single rift. Like, are there any that they've missed? They must have missed one or two, surely. If there's some out like in really, really remote locations or something. But yeah, anyway. I mean, hopefully not, because by Veilguard the Inquisitor isn't going to be able to close any rifts, are they? They're missing something very important. But yeah, right, so. What are we going to do?
Must be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Why? It's in the lake.
We could take a boat and then dive. Do you think that would work? That probably wouldn't work, would it? Probably not. Not unless there's some sort of like water breathing spell. Yeah. So. There's some red things on my map over in this direction. That's quite exciting. Yeah, would these be undead skeletons? Yay, undead skeletons! This is the Red Cliff of Inquisition, that's what this is. I might play as Cassandra. It's a bit more exciting playing as Cassandra, isn't it? There we go. That's a bit more exciting. It's not much more exciting, but it's a bit more exciting. There we go. And boop. And you fell over. Okay. Hello, why are you here?
What are you doing in Crestwood?
The warden named Stroud is wanted for questioning. We heard he'd passed through here, but the villagers knew nothing. They have troubles enough.
Okay, what do you know about him?
What have you been told about this rogue warden?
Warden Commander Clarell ordered his capture. I can say no more than that. I hope Sir Stroud comes with us peacefully. I trained under him for a time. He's a good man, I'm sure of that.
Okay, can you stay and help?
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was only a detour. If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too many.
Okay, thank you, Grey Wardens.
Farewell.
I've just noticed Sarah has a level up, because I don't think I've ever took her out before, have I? Maybe. I don't think so. Calendar review, that's what I need. And can all level up you. There we go. Right. So. Hello, I can take things from a statue. Ooh. I've just taken the collection money from the statue.
I don't think they're part of Corypheus's plot to seize the order.
Best not to mention it until we have more information.
hope Hawk's warden friend has answers for us.
Okay, so let's see if we can find this village. It's apparently overrun by undead. I do like Crestwood. And I know it's all rainy and bleak, but I like it. It's I don't know, I just like it. It's exciting. Hello!
You see how the Grey Wardens saved me from those corpses? They're amazing. I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
Ah, maybe not the best time, but yeah, maybe not now, love.
Joining the Grey Wardens is not a good idea.
You're the Inquisitor. But yes, the Wardens are heroes. They saved me from those demons, your worship. With all that's happening, I'd like to help people the same way.
You actually want that? I mean, they're heroes, but fighting that stuff all the time.
Yeah, but like, I'm not saying don't join them, I'm just saying don't join them now, because they're having issues, and we sort of think that there's an ancient darkspawn who's trying to, like, take over the entire order. So maybe just don't join them right now. Like, maybe wait a few months till it all blows over, you know? Yeah. So... Oh, look at it. It's so exciting and dramatic. It really bothers me that they've made the moon massive. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. But that does really bother me. Anyway. So... Village of Crestwood. It's not looking very healthy, is it? No. But we'll just loot this sack because, you know, you never know. Might be tons of valuables in it or some blood lotus. Right. So...
Undead by the gates.
There we
The
go.
guards need help.
I should probably actually use some of my ability, shouldn't I? If I go like super sneaky stealth mode. But then I come out of super sneaky stealth mode the moment I shoot. So, you know, but then I can do like a backflip thing. That was a front flip. What else can I do? I don't know. The trouble is it's not as intuitive as what it is in the other games. I just sort of like forget to I just kind of forget to yes, use my abilities.
The corpses are coming from where old Crestwood used to be. Well, we lost much in the fight.
Yeah, old Crestwood. She was flooded when they built the dam. I love dams in stories. I don't know why. I just love the idea. There is actually a dam near me. Well, I say near me. It's about an hour and a half away. It's where it's the national park that I go to, where I go for walks. And there's a dam and a massive reservoir. And they did flood a village. Like, underneath that reservoir, there is a village. And I know railway track as well. There was a train that used to run to that village. So there's like a railway track under the reservoir. And it's mad because there's like one bit where you can walk to. And they've got a picture of what it looked like before there was the reservoir. And what you're standing on top of, you're actually standing on top of a hill, but you can't tell it's a hill because, like, the water is, like, literally lapping up at your feet. You're just, like, on the shore of the reservoir. But when you look at the old pictures of what it was like before the reservoir was there, you're actually on top of a hill. It's fascinating. But, yeah, there's, like, a whole village underneath the reservoir. And my mum talks about... It was before my time, but she talks about this one year there was a drought and the water level got so low you could see the spire of the old church sticking out from the water. Because there was a church and everything, like there's a graveyard there. People are buried under that reservoir. It's kind of mind-blowing, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know, I've always loved that. I love that Doctor Who episode as well with Peter Capaldi with the dam. And they keep switching between times. It's like before the dam broke and then after the dam broke. And there's a village flooded. Anyway, yeah, a moment, your worship. Who said that? Was that you? Well, I can't click on you, so I'm assuming it's not you. Somebody said that. I don't know. Was it somebody in the house? I bet it was somebody in the house. Hello.
Doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Make her, if something happens.
Who's Judith?
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why not?
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says.
says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. We have those in Wales. What reservoirs with villages under them? Yes, you do. I've read about. Was it not a bit controversial? Because was it not like the English that flooded a lot of villages in order to create dams? I'm sure I read something about that somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, so we have a little peek inside all these houses, because you know the first thing you got to do whenever you enter somewhere new is to loot everybody's houses. That's the only polite thing to do in the Dragon Age universe. Does anybody want to talk to me? No, I don't think anybody wants to talk to me. I don't think you've got anything worth robbing either. That's very rude. I find that very rude for you not to have anything worth robbing when, you know, I've just broken into your house. It's just not considerate at all, is it?
What does it matter? There's no one to sell to.
A crumpled letter. From everything you've told me, you must get out of Crestwood as soon as you can. I know it's dangerous, but I fear you'll have no chance at all if you don't attempt the trip. My father said taking Dead Man's Pass will guide you safely past those filthy highwaymen. If you come at dusk, you should be able to avoid the wolves too. Hurry, my love. One of them was very controversial. They displaced the villagers and flooded the village to send water to Manchester and Birmingham. That was it. Yeah, that was the one I read about. I can understand why that would ruffle some feathers. Yeah, so...
It's the end of the world!
I thought order was restored to Ferelden. To see such chaos even here.
What do you mean, even here? It's a rural village during a massive crisis. Like, there's rifts and demons falling out of the sky. Like, of course there's going to be chaos. What are you talking about? I mean, that doesn't exactly explain the undead, but, you know... The mayor could use my assistance. I know, but I'm exploring. Like, I'll get there eventually. Dear me. There's a store, but I don't think anybody's selling just yet. We'll probably have to deal with the crisis before people are willing to sell to me. Ooh, 82 gold. You see? That is a considerate shopkeeper. Leaving 82 gold lying around in a sack for me to rob. Very considerate. Should go and talk to the bear. Oh dear. Mayor's house. There we go. Hello, Mayor.
The Inquisitor. Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village. At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
We are, right? We're not just going to leave them.
Right, okay. Can I get to that Fade Rift?
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake. It's common in the caves below Old Crestwood. Dark spawns flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took in.
Okay, what about draining the lake?
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade Rift.
Drain it? There must be some other way.
We are trying to help. The Inquisitor is the only one who can close the rift.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. Can't ask you to risk your life.
Why not? Yeah, why not? It's fine.
Crestwood can't last much longer. I don't want to leave without doing what I can.
I suppose it must come to this. This key unlocks the gate to the dam control past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
Right, okay. So, what's Crestwood's history?
Tell me about your village.
It's seen happier days. We farm want peace, Your Worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
Okay, who are the bandits?
Can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen, thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road. When the dead rose from the lake, the bandits killed the old gamekeeper of the fort and took it for themselves. We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
How did you survive the blight?
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the fight. Some of the refugees they were very ill, but we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
Ah yes, when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood. How did that happen?
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found them out of control, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. Now, they returned to us.
Okay.
Till later.
That's quite an impressive pile of potatoes he's got there. That's quite good, that. You're not going to starve anytime soon, are you? You've got chips for life there, Jesus. And lemons. Are those lemons? They might be peeled potatoes, but they look more like lemons. Anyway. Right, so. We need to go and drain the lake. And we're also going to read this because we can. Message board. No one is to approach the dragon again. I have sent messages to the capital. We must wait for them to arrive. Meanwhile, we will dredge the lake for any sign of Henry at first light. One of my lambs went missing. Stripe on... What? Stripe on front right hoof. Oh. Disappeared yesterday evening in Upper Meadow. If anyone spots Eddie, send for me. Don't let her sweet talk you into anything else. She knows what she did. Need rake, I will lend you one for 5 coppers. Come and see me. I also have wagon. It's very good, but needs repairing. You can have it. Just come take it away from my home. Bring wheels. Someone has also carved Milton and Lonnie into the backboard. Hey! See, it's things like that that bring a world to life, isn't it? Right. So, can anybody remember where the dam is? I can't actually. You know what? Right, so that's where Stroud is, presumably. That's Crestwood's dam. Right, let's set that one as active. We'll go and deal with the whole dam situation before we bother trying to find Stroud. Because I don't want to be being attacked by undead all the time. Drain the lake sounds like a euphemism, does it, Fred? Only to your deprived mind. Depraved, I think was what I was meaning to say. I know I can't talk, but hello.
I am Sister Vaughan. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Would that someone be me? Sorry, I didn't mean to shoot an arrow at you there, love. I was trying to talk to you about stuff.
Finally plan to drain the lake. I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Yeah. Is this a funeral?
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. Well, there will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
And you want bodies from the lake.
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a mire. A funeral service will help put living minds at ease.
Your devotion does you credit,
Seeker Pentecost. Forgive me. I did not expect to see the right hands of the divine in our humble village.
Be at ease. We have too much to do to stand on rank.
Yes, Seeker. As you say.
Okay, why drain the lake?
What did you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead return only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one at all. I fear he thinks that emptying the monsters on us.
Okay, I've just remembered
Farewell.
that last time when I was watching the last live stream back, I thought the game audio was really quiet. And I was going to turn the game audio up and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to turn it up now a bit. There we go. If it's now really loud, just let me know. There we go, I'll turn it up to there. Right. There we go. Right.
Your worship.
Right, so I need to go and collect some bodies, as you do. And we're headed in completely the wrong direction, aren't we? Oh, that's alright. We'll take the scenic route, why not? Extreme heat in Washington, is there, Fred? Oh dear. Yeah, it's got surprisingly summery here all of a sudden this last week. I mean, it's not like heat wave, but it's hotter than what I like it to be. Apparently, because I'm off work this week, but I met up with one of my workmates yesterday. We went for a coffee after she finished work, and she was like, that shop is just friggin' awful. Because the thing is, like, the air conditioning in the shop is awful. And most of the time they don't even turn it on, so, you know, because heaven forbid they should actually have to, you know, pay for the electricity that it takes to get the air conditioning functioning. So yeah, so when it's hot, that shop is horrible. It's just like a flipping sauna, and trying to work in it is just horrific. Yeah, according to her, apparently it wasn't fun and nobody was happy and everybody was just really miserable and grumpy all day because it suddenly got very hot. And my cats are quite grumpy. So I've opened the window for them, but obviously I live in an upstairs flat, so I don't want to open the window. I mean, also they're indoor cats, so I don't want them to get out, but I particularly don't want them to be able to jump out of an upstairs window. And I don't trust them to be clever enough to just not do that. So I've had to, like, open it just enough so that they can get a bit of fresh air, but not enough that they can get out, and then I've, like, tied it with a bit of string to make sure they can't push it any further. But yeah. Anyway. So... I think this is it, isn't it?
There's the keep the mayor talked about, and the bandits.
The walls look sturdy. Taking it wouldn't be easy.
Ah, but what if there was like a back way we could sneak in or something? Is there a back way we can sneak in? I have it in my head that there is, but I might be wrong. Yeah. I think that's the bandits we can just hear talking. The gallows of Caer Bronach. Ooh, oh, I like a gallows. You know what? That would not actually be enough to hang anybody. Well, it would maybe be enough to hang Theodora. But, like, there needs to be a drop. If you're going to hang someone, that's, like, that, yeah, it has to be like a drop. That's how it works. There needs to be a trapdoor with a drop. Honestly. If you're going to do something, do it right, huh? It was a source of great pride amongst executioners being able to calculate the drop, because everybody needs a different drop, because it depends on, like, your height and your weight, and you need a different drop. Because the idea is, well, I mean, it depends how much you want a person to suffer. Once execution became more of like an art form, they would calculate the drop exactly so that your neck would break and it would be instant and there wouldn't be any suffering. Obviously, back in, like, medieval times and things, it wasn't quite as precise as that. But it was, like, amongst executioners quite a...
You are not from Olay originally, Vivian.
Are you interrupting my
Neither
history
are
lesson?
You, clearly. I ask because of your accent. I would have thought, once you joined the court...
That which makes you different can be a burden or a source of strength, my dear. Which is up to you.
I wish someone had told me that when I was younger.
Okay. Have a friend who puts damp towels on the bathroom floor for the cats. Well, I do have cooling mats for them, which are very good. So, you know, they do have their cooling mats that they quite like. Although Scorpio weirdly still prefers to sleep on the bed rather than on the cooling mat. But, you know, he's a weirdo. Was I talking about executioners? Yes. Because there was one executioner, I cannot remember his name, but he was quite notorious in Britain. He was not a nice man by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm sure he executed, like, the last person ever to be executed in Britain, I think. because he was certainly still around after execution was made illegal, because he was part of there was a bit of a debate a couple of decades, I think, after execution was made illegal. There'd been like a spike in crime, and there was a bit of a debate over whether it was because execution had been outlawed and whether they should bring it back, and he was very much part of that debate. I can't remember his name though, but anyway, he was meant to be able to calculate the exact drop that a person needed just by looking at them, and that was like a huge source of pride. He was a right bastard though. You can read his I don't know if it's like an autobiography or if it was just like a diary that he kept, but they've got all of these things that he wrote about, like, you know, the people he executed, and he was quite cold. I don't think he was a full-on psychopath, like he didn't seem to take any pleasure in it, but he was quite, yeah, not a nice person by any stretch of the imagination. Anyway, now we've had a nice little chat about execution. It's one of my particular topics of interest. Like, you know that I'm a history nerd and I just love, like, you know, I'll listen to anything to do with any type of history, but one of the things I'm always particularly interested in is execution, and like the reasoning behind execution, and how execution, the different types of executions that they had, and how the, you know, the sort of thinking behind it changed. It's like when you go back to like medieval times, like it wasn't even meant to be a punishment. That wasn't what it was more about, sort of, you know, giving people a chance to repent so that they could get into heaven, could be granted an honourable death and be let into heaven. It wasn't about punishing them at all. It's just such an interesting mindset. And then like you'd have different types of execution for different types of people. Like the nobles and the royalty were always beheaded because that was seen as a more noble death. So yeah, they were usually beheaded. Being hung, drawn and quartered was like the worst thing that they could do to you, because that was seen as very dishonourable, because you were literally being cut up. And particularly when they would do things like, if somebody was really notorious, they would cut them up and then they would take the body parts to different places. So like, you know, your head would be in, I don't know, Birmingham, and then your hands would be in Manchester or something like that. And that was seen as like the biggest insult, because the idea was that you could never be put back together and you would never get into heaven, kind of thing. Yeah, it's fascinating. And then the executioners themselves, I find them quite interesting. Ooh. Ooh. Is this a back way? It's been so long since I've played Inquisition, I can't quite remember. Yeah, keep must be claimed. Okay, I think that's how we get to the rift, isn't it? I think. I can't quite remember. Yeah. Being burned at the stake was pretty bad as well. That was considered bad. It's weird, like the mindset, because execution itself wasn't considered a bad thing. Like executing people wasn't. If you executed people, that didn't make you a bad person. But if you burned them at the stake, that was, because that was the thing with Mary. So it's like Mary who executed a lot of the Protestants, and she had them burned at the stake. Although she didn't actually have them all burned at the stake, but she had some of them burned at the stake, and that was like, oh my god, the horror, because she had them burned at the stake, and that was such an awful thing to do. But then when Elizabeth actually executed a lot more Catholics than Mary executed Protestants, but she didn't burn them at the stake, so it's sort of like, well, that's all right then. It's weird. It's an odd kind of mindset. Anyway, now that we've had a little chat about execution, let's just break this door down, because I don't think there is a back way in. I thought there was, but apparently there isn't. Albert Pierre Point, that's him. That's the guy I was talking about, the executioner, yeah. Yeah, not a nice man. Because there's another quite famous executioner, although from much earlier, and he was a French executioner. I can't remember what his name was. But he seemed quite, sort of, he didn't seem like a bad person. And he'd also inherited the role. Like, he didn't choose it. He didn't want to be an executioner. It was sort of, it was something he inherited. It was like a hereditary kind of thing. It was like becoming king. You didn't really have a choice in the matter. Because people didn't really want to be executioners usually, so they just kind of had to make it this sort of like, you know, you had to be executioner. You didn't get a choice. Yeah. Sad splinters. Like happy splinters, but sadder. There we go. Is that everybody, or is there going to be more? Oh, that's apparently everybody. Marvellous. Still dramatic music playing. I'm assuming there's going to be more bandits further in. I'm going to climb up on this roof because I can, and because there's loot up here. Mostly because there's loot up here. There we go. Boop. Right. So, head a bit further in. And people, hello people. It's a very fancy shield for a bandit. I'll let Cassandra deal with him. See if we can take care of these archery people. Vivian's going to die. Take a health point. I keep hitting space to pause, and I don't think you can pause, can you? I don't think there is a pause button in Inquisition.
Reinforcements.
There we go. And more incoming. I'm quite looking forward to the combat in Veilguard, you know. I know they've completely changed it up and they're not doing the whole party-based combat. They're just going proper full-on, like, action-y based combat. But I think it'll be better. I think it'll be much better. I think it's a good thing. Some people are annoyed. It's like, oh, you're going against the, you know, the Dragon Age formula. But I'm quite looking forward to it. And then when Mark Darrah said that it's the best Dragon Age game he's ever played, I was like, wow, alright, now I'm definitely excited. Because I trust him. I particularly trust him because he left BioWare, didn't he? So, like, he hasn't... I know he went back as a consultant, but he isn't actually, like... He hasn't, like, made the game. He's not, like, one of the developers. Which means he's got more of a sort of impartial kind of opinion, I think. So when he said... Because he... It was earlier this week, wasn't it? When he said in an interview, I think, that it's the best Dragon Age game he's ever played. I was like, alright. It was quite exciting. It looks good, doesn't it, Veilguard? I hope it's not going to disappoint us, because it does look good. And I've gone from being sort of like I don't really care about Dragon Age 4, because I think they're going to mess it up, to I'm insanely excited about Dragon Age 4. So that's how good it looks. And actually, it looks so good, because I was thinking they'll probably do a fourth one, and then they'll probably wrap it up there, and there probably won't be any more Dragon Age games. And I was kind of like, that's probably fine, I'm kind of happy with that. I think it's best that we just, you know, the franchise had its glory days, let's just leave it there. But now that I've seen how good Veilguard looks, I'm sort of like, I'm already thinking, I wonder if they're going to do a fifth one. Because they did not have like 6 or 7 games planned when they were developing Origins. I know they had a lot of games. I can't remember how many games they had planned exactly, but I know it was more than 4. I'm sure it was 6 or 7 games, Dragon Age games, that they actually had planned when they were making Origins. So, you know... cut them off, keep moving. Where's the chief? Oh yeah, they're all running away, aren't they? And the chief is a really massive guy, if I remember correctly. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Oh, common misconceptions here. Hello, common misconception. Right, so I'll tell you what, we'll take ourselves a little health potion to heal up our little injuries, and then raid the supply cache. A remake of Origins. I don't know if I want a remake of Origins, to be fair. I think it's fine as it is. Like I don't even play it with any mods. I don't think it needs anything really. And when they remastered Mass Effect, I mean, alright, Mass Effect 1 looks better, but honestly, I think there's more bugs in it now than there was in the original. I think, yeah. And they haven't really changed anything that they should have changed. Like, all the things that they could have made better, they just didn't bother. Yeah, and they actually took out a lot of the fun stuff. I thought. I wasn't particularly impressed with the Mass Effect remaster, to be honest. I mean, they didn't even put any decent hairstyles in. It's like, how man? You had a chance. Like, they sort of like fixed things that didn't need to be fixed, and then didn't fix things that could have done with being fixed. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably the chief, isn't it? He's got like horns on his head. That probably means he's the chief, right? This guy perfectly illustrates why the combat in Inquisition is so terrible, because, like, it's like a boss, but he's not hard to defeat, he just takes longer to defeat. He's just more tedious to defeat. That's what he is. I don't want a voiced Warden common misconception, Jesus. I never want that to be a thing. I'll tell you why, because my Warden sounds like me. So unless they're going to get me to voice her... No, I don't want a voiced Warden. That's a terrible idea. I
think that's all of them.
Hey there, yeah? Let's get some merchants in your new house.
Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, it's my new house. It's going to be one of my many castles. By the end of this game, I shall have many, many, many castles. Right, so... Place Inquisition flag.
Congratulations, Inquisitor. A splendid acquisition. By Ferelden standards, of course.
We should drain the lake. The mayor said the dam controls were through the fort.
Okay. So. Right, okay. Now we've got fun stuff. We can like buy and sell things. We can craft stuff if we want. It's all very exciting. Once you drain the lake, the brain stops, doesn't it? I'm sure that's the thing that I remember. Oh, we've got a quest over here. Will this be Charter? Hello, Charter.
Welcome, Inquisitor. My name is Charter. Leliana's eyes and ears, especially in this place. I'll have some information for you once my man Butcher finds us. He's running late.
Okay. What's useful about this area?
Did Sister Nightingale tell you why she wanted agents here?
We lie on the main road between Denerim and Valroyaux. Couriers stop here all the time. For what they're paid, some have surprisingly loose tongues.
And you mentioned a spy.
When's the spy named Butcher supposed to arrive?
Half hour ago, by the south gate. I hope he's only delayed. Butcher's last message swore he had secrets for us worth 10 times his weight in gold.
And anything to report?
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted. Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
Okay.
Keep going.
Another time.
I like Charter. Yeah. Because all of Leliana's agents are named after, like, occupations, like Charter and Butcher and whatnot. And one of my many unfinished fanfictions was... sort of like... Because in my headcanon, all of my wardens... So I've got, like, one warden for each origin, right? And in my headcanon, all of my wardens survive, right? But they don't all become the warden. So like in my my canon playthrough, right? My warden is the city elf warden. But I like to think that all of the others survive and sort of make their own way in the world. And I had like a whole bunch of them joined the Inquisition and became Leliana's agents. And I had this sort of like little fanfiction idea where I was going to write this fanfiction with all of my, like, you know, wardens, but they weren't really wardens. They were agents of the Inquisition. Anyway. But yeah, that never went anywhere because I could never think of a storyline for it. I need to level people up. As always. Boop. Auto level up. And auto level up. And auto level up. Sorry, Welsh friends making me laugh. Is there a heat wave in the UK? I wouldn't call it a heat wave. It's gotten hotter. It's gotten hotter than what I like it to be. But it's not quite heat wave territory yet. Dam access!
Here. The mayor said the dam controls were through this gate.
Okay. Right, so... So when it's raining, everything's wet on the inside as well. I think there just lots of leaks. There might just be lots of leaks. Okay. Grab myself some iron, because you can never have too much iron.
That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
Okay, and that's Old Crestwood down there, underneath the water. If I can't swim, if I try to go too far into the water, I just get... Yeah, I come back with low health. It's alright, there's probably a supply cache somewhere. Yeah, so this is a dam. Apparently. Although, I don't really understand. Like, there doesn't seem to be a river, does there? No, right, so these... Right. See, the thing I don't understand is you make a dam in order to make a reservoir, right? So that's the reservoir. Right? But the reservoir wasn't always there because the dam controls... Well, were damaged by the Darkspawn, is the story we've been told, which flooded Old Crestwood, right? But flooded it with what? Where did the water come from? Because you would think there would have to be a reservoir on this side, wouldn't there? In order for that side to end up flooded. But... I'm very confused. Because there's not even a river. Like, the entire reservoir, if there was a reservoir on this side, the entire thing wouldn't have emptied out into that side, would it? I'm confused. I don't know. Let's not question it too much. Anyway. Oh, dear. Right, okay. So, the Rusted Horn. Because, of course, you always have a tavern on a dam. Why do you have a tavern on a dam? It's quite a nice idea, though, having a tavern on a dam.
What in?
Hello.
The Inquisitor? We didn't know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
Well, at least you've got your clothes on. How did you get in here?
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promise. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
Right, okay. Yeah, sure. I won't betray you.
My lips are sealed.
Oh, thank you. Lonnie's mum and dad would have had my head. We'll have to wait an hour to go back. Your father will still be up.
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try the caves.
You hate spiders.
Find somewhere next time.
Cassandra disapproved of that. Cassandra disapproved of me keeping their secret. Like, she's supposed to be the flippin' romantic. What's wrong with you, woman? How right, okay, so... The rusted horn sounds like a euphemism too, does it, Fred? It's been so long, me horn's rusted. Right, so... Sandra's a bit of a prude. Yeah, how can you be a prudish romantic? I don't understand that. Right, okay. Shall we open the floodgates then? You wanna help me, guys? Guys, you wanna help me? Guys. No? Okay, fine. Cool. Okay.
Darkspawn destroyed these controls 10 years ago. Who repaired them?
Right. Something stinks besides fish and fish.
Yeah, maybe the mayor's not telling the whole truth. You can be a prudish romantic if your idea of love is based on purity. Yeah, my idea of love is definitely not based on purity. If it's not dirty, it's not really love, I don't think. You know, just for me personally. Yeah, right, okay. So we've drained this side. Right. So, I mean, I know there's still...
We're getting a closer look, yeah?
Yeah, there's still water there, so we've not drained the whole lake. But there... Oh, there's a dragon. Hello, dragon. Sorry, I missed your dramatic entrance. I completely forgot about it. Hello. Well, I didn't mean to do that. The pressure of being Inquisitor was just too much. Yeah, I was trying to get a better look because I want to see where the water's gone. Oh yeah, I think there's a river there. Right. Okay, so that must have been.
Sandra, have you ever punched a bear?
What? No. Why would I?
Well, what's it for then? The training, I mean. You stand harder than Cullen's soldiers. Must be for something.
I am a seeker in service of the divine. I am a warrior of truth.
All right. Just seems like you could punch a bear if you wanted.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, so there's a river there, right. So that must have been the river originally, right? And then they built the dam to make the reservoir. But that doesn't make sense because I mean I know that there's like still a lake there, but like the lake it like flooded completely. So like I'm so confused. Because it would have had to be the other way around. Like the river would have to be on this side and the reservoir would have to be on that side in order for the because like it couldn't get flooded by I don't know, I'm confused. I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah. Anyway. Should we go down and have a wee look-see then? Although I'm a bit short on the old healing potions, what with me keeping like, you know, chucking myself off things and oh, there's demons down there. And some very chill looking people who I think might be bandits or something. But they're very chill, just hanging out with their demon friends. Which is interesting. Yeah. Punching a bear sounds like a euphemism. Come on, Fred! A euphemism for what? I even want to know. To be fair, anything sounds like a euphemism if you say it right. So, yeah. This is the flooded village, and there's rifts, because of course there's rifts. Now you see, isn't that interesting? Because we couldn't even see that rift. Right? That's the rift we could see, the big one. But that rift, we couldn't even see that rift. So there could be like rifts under lakes all across southern Thedas that we just can't even see. How the hell are we going to find all of them? Is my question. I'm overthinking the game mechanics, am I? Me overthink? Never. When do I ever overthink? There we go. We'll just close that rift. There we go. Right. So. Have you ever sampled the cauliflower? Alright, I understand what that could be a euphemism for. Oh, there's one of those things that Solus wants, but I haven't done the quest yet, so I can't collect it. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, what am I doing? There's a spirit round here that you can talk to, isn't there?
We should search the area.
Yes. What's the thing for the Hoojit again? There's a thing for the Hoojit, isn't there? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Ooh. Oh, that's how you pause. Oh, you can pause. There we go. I didn't even know that. Yeah, there's a thing, isn't there? A Hoojit thing. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. For the Hoojit with the thing. I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh, I've opened the console. How have I opened the console? Was it that? There we go. That's the map. No, that's my journal. Don't want my journal. That's whatever that is. That's my inventory. That's that. That's fire. I don't know why R's fire, but interesting. Right. Options. Controls. I don't even know what it would be called. You know, the thing, the Hoojit thing, the thing, the thing, you know? That thing where it goes orange and then you can click something and it kind of thingies. I know how to do it on console, but this isn't friggin' console. There was a key to do it. I can't friggin' remember what it was. Is ginger ale British? I don't know, it might be. It's very much associated with the famous five, isn't it? Although that's ginger beer, which isn't quite the same thing. Ginger ale is what you is sort of like what you use as a kind of mixer for alcoholic beverages, whereas ginger beer is different. Is it though? I don't know. Maybe I've just made that up. I truly have no idea what you're babbling about, says Welsh Friend. Well, that makes no change from normal. Yeah, there's a bloody key that you can press and it thingies the hoojit. I can't remember what it was. I was sure it was Q, but it's not. It's not a number key, is it? Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, that's me thing, isn't it? I don't want to use me thing. Just try every key, but that's kind of what I've been doing. I've tried every key, I'm sure I have. Is that summoned my horse? Ah, I've summoned my horse! Hello, horse! I forgot I even owned you. Well, now I know how to summon my horse. Which is useful, probably. Yeah, I literally have no idea. Oh, it's V! It's V! There we go. Why did it not do that the first time I hit it then? That's a very inconvenient key to have it on. That's not helpful at all. Oh, I can hear a cat. Is it this way? This way? This way? This way? There we go. There's a bottle. It's hardly worth all the effort, really, was it? What do you want? What's the matter? Are you coming up here? Are you coming up here? Are you coming up here? Come on. We can put cat cam on and give them something to look at. Come on. Are you coming up here? Come on. Atta girl. There we go. We'll put cat cam on, shall we? That one, I think. There we go. You want to look over there? Look over there. Look. Hey, hey, look. Look over there. Look. 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 Look into there. Look into the camera. Let them see you. Oh, oh. There you go. See? You're very warm. It's not nice, is it? Hey, it's too hot, isn't it? Yeah. Especially for a putty as fluffy as you. Far too hot. Isn't it? Yeah. Far too hot. Yeah. Okay, so right, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? We're headed in that direction, apparently. Thing is, where do you think you're going, madam? Stay there. They can see you. Yeah. Heading in this direction, because we should be able to come back down here afterwards, shouldn't we? Hey. Stay where you are. Where do you think you're going? No. You're not going on my keyboard. No. What are you doing? Daft idiot. Look over there. Look. 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 Look into the camera. If you just drooled on my keyboard, you have as well. Little idiot. Stay. Oblivion fan art? What do you mean Oblivion fan art? You didn't hit one of the keys, did you, and bring up the wrong screen? So that would be very embarrassing. What are you doing? 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 Hey? What are you doing? Oh yes, you did. You hit one of the keys and brought up the wrong bloody screen, you daft cat. Hey? You're just here to cause drama, are you? Yeah. Yeah. You're here to cause drama. Yeah. Oh. We need to get back to the Oblivion playthrough, don't we? We'll get back to it at some point. Same way we'll get back to the Bioshock one at some point. Where? No. No, where you going? Where you going? No. You're not going on my keyboard. No. Stop it. You want to go back down? Hey? What are you doing, Star? What are you doing? Hey? Oops! Daisies! Careful, you nearly fell off then. Do you know what? When I was doing the Oblivion playthrough, I could still kind of play when Star was on my knee because you could right click to move, but I can't do that in Inquisition, so we're just going to have to stand here until the cat lets me play the game again. There's 8 people watching this, Star. 8! Hey? 8 people watching you. No. Just paused me game. Well done. What's the matter? What's the matter? You're gonna let me play this game? Yeah, because you can sit there as long as you just let me play the game. That's all you have to do. Just sit there and look cute. It'd be better if you were looking at the camera. It's probably too much to ask, isn't it? Right, okay. So, I need to find bodies, as you do. To take back to Sister What's Her Name. I'd quite like to find a supply cache, because I've only got 5 health potions left. And my health isn't looking great.
This is Old Crestwood.
Delightful.
Ooh, I've got 2 directions to go in. Right, so... What are you looking at? What?
Spirits must have come through the rift.
At least they're calm. How refreshing.
Hello. Yes, there's just little spirits wandering around the place. Being little spirits, as you do. We'll take that. That's another bottle. That's not what I was interested in. But alright. They appear somewhere in Skyhold, don't they, the bottles, I think. I don't think I've ever collected all of them. What are you doing?
I understand the lake has been a source of local myths for centuries.
We've lost viewers since you turned up, you know. You know what that means? We lost people who don't like cats. Which is a good thing. Am I headed this way? Head this way. Hey, what are you doing? You want to turn around? Oh, you're covered in drool. You've drooled down yourself. my favourite new way to annoy her is just to stick your finger in her ear. Then she leaves. See? And then we can get back on playing the game. Right, so... where am I going? I'm going. This direction. There we go. That's another bottle. Right. Hello.
You there! I order you to tell me why nothing here heeds my commands.
Oh no, what's this rubbish?
It's the spirit of some silence. Let the other one talk.
Okay, so... yeah, what are you?
Are you a spirit or a demon?
Demon. Those dogs who would suck this world dry. I am called to higher things. Go there.
Oh, there's things attacking us. Sorry, I was having a drink. I was having a drink and I wasn't paying attention. Take care of these idiots. They were interrupting my conversation. And... I was going to say the spirit's disappeared, but it hasn't. Hello!
Yes.
Yeah. What's wrong with our world?
What's so distressing about the real world?
It ignores me. I order the rocks to part, but they do not. I bid the sky draw close, and it stays still. I don't know how you mortals stand it.
Yeah, why don't you return?
Why haven't you gone back to the Fade?
I will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something obeys my orders.
Okay, sure, I'll obey your orders.
Then I feel compelled to help you. I pledge myself to your service.
Excellent. I have only one command. A creature made of rage had the gall to chase me across the lake. Destroy it in my name and be rewarded. Killing
Really?
a demon is worthy of us at least.
That's it, that's all she wants me to do. Just kill a demon? Like, you could have just ordered me to walk across the room or something, but no, alright. Right, so... I mean, we would have had to kill it anyway, I suppose. We're just gonna claim this. No, because we're the Inquisition, we can just wander around claiming things. I suppose, you know, when you've got a massive army at your back. Yeah. There we go, I found some bodies. Yay, go me. Right. So... Oh, and there's another one of Solus's things that I can't collect yet. I've got cat hair up my nose from that bloody cat. Oh, man. It's the thing I hate most about having cats. I don't hate much about having cats, but it's just all the cat hair. Ah, right. So... I always struggle to find these bodies. I remember walking around this bit just in circles forever trying to find these bloody bodies. There's a demon. Hello, demon.
There's a plaque. This was the mayor's old home.
Charming. Perhaps he'd like to recover some mementos.
We could ask him.
There we go. Have a little peek inside the mayor's house, see what we can see. Scrap of paper. The work you ordered is done. Do what you want. I'll be in the hills trying to forget it, says Robert.
A letter from Crestwood's mayor. Damn, legible.
Is that it? Nothing more? Interesting. Okay. So, I still need to find more bodies. I need to find... Well, there's a body, but I don't think it's the body I'm looking for. Yeah, I need to find two more, don't I? There's one. And...
Yes.
I'm not talking to you. I'm looting stuff. Yeah. No, it's always this third pile of bodies that I really struggle to find. Is it in here? It's my stance on Inquisition mods. I have never used any. I keep meaning to look into it, but I don't even really know what mods there are. I find mods just a faff. I think that's the problem. Like, I'm just too lazy to actually bother installing them. Hey, there's the third lot. There we go. So, find an entrance to the flooded caves. Oh, dear me. We're only an hour and 46 minutes in and I'm already yawning. That's not a good sign, is it? What am I meant to be looking for down there apart from the bodies? It's still got a thing up on it. Oh, that's where I'm looking for an entrance to the caves. Is it? Oh, that's the grey wardeny one. Oh. There we go, this is what I'm looking for, isn't it?
Where does this lead?
I imagine the flooded caves, considering it says flooded caves. Right, so I'm going to take a quick break because this is a convenient place. Now that I know how to pause, we can pause. Right, I'm going to take a quick break and then I shall return momentarily. I am back. Even better, I have toast with peanut butter. So, if you're averse to eating noises, you might just want to like not listen for the next few minutes. Because I'm just going to sit here and eat my toast. And then we'll get back to Inquisition. Nothing been going on in the chat while I've been away. That's rare. You don't put peanut butter on toast? Really? Common misconception? Peanut butter on toast is the best, although I like it with normal butter as well. You have to put the normal butter on first and then the peanut butter. Just so it's extra fattening. But it's alright because I'm still on holiday from work, so you know the calories don't count. Everybody knows. Holiday calories do not count. Normal butter and peanut butter together. Yes, common misconception. Yes. Although I usually only do that if it's on toast. If I'm just having a peanut butter sandwich, I don't normally put normal butter in. But I sometimes do. I'm sorry, I've just had a mass exodus of viewers while I'm sat here eating my peanut butter. People who are clearly not used to the quirks of my live streams. Sometimes you just have to sit here and listen to me eat toast, alright? Friggin' deal with it. Seriously though, common misconception, you should try the normal butter and the peanut butter together. Butter and honey on toast. I'm not the biggest honey fan. Right. Oh, I'm covered in crumbs and cat hair now. Jesus. Honestly. It's like a right freaking slob. Anyway. Let's get back to it then. Right. So. I'm going to take myself a little health potion. Yeah, we are a bit low on them.
After you, my dear.
Did the villagers use this place for anything?
What about hummus? What, on toast? I'm not the biggest hummus fan either, actually. I occasionally have a bit of hummus. You know, with some carrot sticks or something. Hummus on toasted pita bread, apparently. Ooh, really? Ooh. No, not a hummus person. Peas pudding, maybe. Peas pudding and ham sandwich. Oh, is there any better sandwich in the world? Peas pudding and ham. Yes, probably, actually, because, you know, sandwiches are amazingly versatile things. I used to have, like, grape and jam sandwiches when I was a teenager. I used to cut up grapes and put them in a sandwich. I used to love that. Or just with butter, actually. Sometimes I would just put grapes and butter on bread. Yeah. What's peas pudding? Well, firstly, it's peas with an E on the end. It's P-E-A-S-E, peas pudding. It's a... I think it's a Geordie thing, actually. I think, I'm sure it's, like, regional to us, I think. I know, I'll Google it. I mean, Welsh Friend could probably Google it for us. But I'm going to Google it, because sod it. I'm taking Welsh Friend's job. Peas pudding. No, I don't want a recipe for it. I want like the history of it. Is it a Geordie thing? Yeah, it's a common dish in the northeast of England. And is consumed to a lesser extent in the rest of Britain. In non-English speaking countries, similar dishes exist under different names. Yes, it's boiled lentils or yellow split peas or something like that. With water, salt and spices, often cooked with a bacon or ham joint. There you go. But it's insanely popular, like it always sells out. Like, we just can't keep the shelves stocked with it. It just goes so quickly. But yeah, anyway. Chip butties. Oh, chip butties. I've been having them this week as well. Yeah, with my... I've been having bloody pizza for breakfast and everything, you know. I'm just like, I'm on holiday from work, who cares? And I'm going to get on the scales on Monday morning and I'll put like half a stone on, probably. But yeah, I love a chip butty. Because like normally I don't buy bread anymore. Since I've gone on my diet, which I thought it would be hard giving up bread, but it's actually been quite easy giving up bread. But then this week I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just going to buy bread and I'm just going to have like, yeah, chip butties and sausage butties. Oh. I've eaten a lot of fat and grease this week, yeah. Not that much sugar though, weirdly. I'm normally more of a sugar person. But I had a little bit of chocolate, but not much. Don't need another turnip incident. One of the behind the scenes QI videos, they made a joke about turnips and sweets, and I just thought about Fred immediately. I was like, oh, can't remember which one it was though. I'll see if I can find it. Oh, there's things that want to kill me apparently. Hello.
Make it take you.
Right. It's wild that stone is a measure of weight in the UK, is it? Thing is, well, like, just nowhere else use stones as a measure of weight, because it's 13 pounds in a stone, isn't there? Or is it 12 pounds in a stone? It's something like that, or it might be 14 pounds in a stone. It's something like that. And then, like, there's other places that use pounds, so you just drop the stone for some reason. Drop the stone. Yeah. That sounds like a euphemism. Is that where I came from? I think that's where I came from. I'm not paying attention to the game at all. I'm too busy talking about food. Yeah. It's 14 pounds in a stone, is it? Yeah. But we only use it with, like, weighing people. Like, you wouldn't say that you had a stone of flour. I mean, that would be a lot of flour to begin with. I mean, I think maybe just because nobody would have that much flour. But, like, I've never heard stone used for anything other than weighing people. Yeah. Although they are kind of slowly switching to kilograms for that. But, like, if you tell me that somebody weighs 100 kilograms, that means absolutely nothing to me. Like, I can't tell you whether that's, like, good or bad or what. I can only work that out in stuff. I can't even work it out in pounds. you know, like when you're watching American weight loss shows and they sort of say, oh, this person's like 600 pounds. And I'm like, that means nothing to me, despite the fact that stone is just pounds. But yeah, but it's weird. But then, like, if you said that you had a kilogram of sugar, like, I know what that is. So if you said you had 100 kilograms of sugar, I would be, well, that's 100 kilogram bags of sugar. So I can kind of visualise that. But if you tell me that a person is 100 kilograms, I'm like, I don't know whether that's good or bad or not. I can't figure it out at all. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah. But we're very nonsensical in the UK because we can't pick a measurement system and stick to it. We've got, like, you know, like, you measure almost all liquids in litres, apart from milk, which you measure in pints. And then when you're filling your car up with petrol, that's measured in litres, but then you measure car efficiency in miles to the gallon. And if you're driving, the distance is in miles, but if you're walking, the distance is in kilometres. And when you've grown up with it, you don't realise how weird it is that we do that. But, like, say if you said to me, like, 2 litres of, I don't know, lemonade, I kind of know what 2 litres of lemonade is, because it comes in 2 litre bottles, right? But if you said to me, like, 2 litres of milk, I'm like, how much milk is that? I don't know, because they don't come in litres, they come in pints. It's very weird. Anyway. Right, okay. Yeah, we've gone very tangenty all of a sudden, haven't we? Right. Hey! This thing's collapsing. Oh, there's undead things. Hello! Is there a rift about to open up over there? Oh no, it's just a revenant. No, not a revenant. A thing. One of the cold things. Who I hate because they kill you really easily. But I've got lots of cold resistance, haven't I? Yeah, I planned ahead for those twats. There we go. Mm-hmm. 100 kilograms is bad, is it? Oh, that's because I'm about 98 or something, I think, kilograms. Because I had like a health check thing done earlier in the week. Well, it wasn't a health check. It was a thing that they're doing. They're doing like a study that I signed up for, where they're just kind of like they're measuring people's health over like decades to try and prevent. What they're trying to do is they're trying to find ways of detecting disease earlier, so that they can like sort of tell who's going to get things like diabetes or Alzheimer's or stuff like that, and try and like reduce people's risk before they've actually got the disease. You know what I mean? That's what they do. That's what the study's for, and I signed up for it. And I went and got like a health check thing, and they took my height, and I'm an inch taller than I thought I was. And then they took my weight, which was in kilograms, and I think I was 98, 97, 98 kilograms, something like that. But then they took my height in feet and inches. They took my weight in kilograms, but they took my height in feet and inches. Yeah, but I was 5'6". She was like, you're 5'6". I was like, what? I always thought I was 5'5". She's like, no, 5'6". Yeah, alright then. And then she took my blood and she couldn't find a vein. I've never had a blood test before, not once in my life. I've never had a blood test, which they were shocked about. They're like, how have you got to the age of 29 and you've never had a blood test? It's like, because I'm never ill. Yeah. It was the first time I've ever had blood taken, and she just couldn't find a vein. She had to stab me 3 times. 3 times she had to stab me. Yeah, anyway. Oh, and I had my cholesterol checked. That was exciting. And my cholesterol's great. She was like, yeah, your cholesterol's great. I'm like, yeah, you see. All this healthy eating thing actually works. Where the hell am I going? Is this where I came from? Or is this where I'm going? I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. I've gone off on complete tangents now. I think we're past the point of return with tangents, I think. 100 kilograms is almost 16 stone. Yeah, so I'm... Well, when I last weighed myself in stone, and I was 15 stone 4. Which for me is actually quite good. Like, the lowest I ever got was Yeah. Yeah, the lowest I ever got was like 13 stone 8 or something like that. But I mean, I was on like 1,000 calories a day walking for about 8 hours a day, because that was when I was a meter reader. And it wasn't even remotely maintainable. So, you know. I've bet like different weights are different for different people, aren't they? Like, I think this BMI stuff is a load of crap, because honestly, there are some people where they're like technically morbidly obese, but they're not. And you can tell that they're not. So, you know. And I mean, if like you're down at a weight that you just cannot maintain for the life of you, then obviously it's not a healthy weight for you, is it? You know. Unless you can't maintain it because you've got some kind of, you know, food addiction or something. That's a different matter entirely. But like, I mean, if you're eating healthily and doing all the right stuff and you still can't maintain it, then, you know. So, anyway. So. Getting back to the game, says Fred. Really? You want to get back to the game? That's not what these live streams are about, Fred. What's the 3-part meter at the bottom of the screen? That's for the focus thing, isn't it? Yeah. So I can use my focus ability.
Down here. This area is more storied than I thought.
Okay, let's go and check out the Dwarven ruins. You've lost 2 inches in 5 years. Really, Welsh friend? My mum lost an inch. She's lost an inch. You know. But losing 2 inches, that's quite a lot. Oh, there's a giant rage demon. That's probably the one that what's-her-name wanted killed. Welsh friends making me laugh. Was that explanation not clear enough? Right, so I've got my focus ability down here, right? This is my focus bar. If I use my focus ability, I'll put my focus ability like there on him, right? Which did nothing. Oh, for fuck's sake. There. Do the thing. There we go. Use, and then my focus thing's gone, right? And then I build focus back by shooting people, by inflicting damage. If I inflict damage, it gets me focus back. And when one of the focus meters is full, I can use my focus ability. But I think I have to unlock the other 2. I don't think those ones are unlocked yet. Because they're not filling up, are they? Because that one was full, but these ones weren't filling up. So I think I've got to unlock these, and then I would be able to use it like 3 times in a row or something. I think that's what it is. Oh. Well, there's something growling, isn't there? That sounds a bit ominous. I don't like it when things growl and I can't see them. I mean, I don't much like it when things growl and I can see them, but I particularly don't like it when I can't see them. Ooh, there's a supply cache. I need one of them. Just all down ourselves some what's-its. By what's-its, I mean health potions, not like actual what's-its. Scorpio always smells of what's-its, and I never buy what's-its. There are never what's-its in this house. It's not that I don't like what's-its, it's just I don't like the dust that gets on your fingers, so I don't like eating them. And Scorpio just permanently smells of what's-its, and I'm like, do you just sneak out the house and get what's-its when I'm not here, or something like that? How do you smell of what's-its? I don't understand.
Oh, demons again.
It also often smells of, like, fish and chips. Now, the fish I understand, because he eats fish. But he smells of, like you know that kind of salt and vinegar sort of smell that you get in a chip shop? He smells of that, and I'm like, how do you smell of salt and vinegar? I don't understand. Anyway. And then sometimes he smells of fabric conditioner, but that usually means he's been sleeping on my nice clean washing. And he ends up smelling of fabric conditioner, and my nice clean washing ends up smelling of cat. But anyway. Is it just Scorpio? Yeah, it's just Scorpio. Star doesn't smell of what's-its. We're ready, apparently. That's good. I would hate for us to be unprepared. He goes out, doesn't he? Not to my knowledge. Not unless he's sneaking out when I'm not looking. He doesn't. I don't let them outside anymore. Oh dear, I'm getting a little bit stuck in the corner here. I'll take myself a little health potion. There we go. It's almost as if his mistress orders fish and chips regularly. I don't actually, Fred. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had fish and chips. I can't justify the money, man. Is there a third wave of this one? Yeah. Viv, love, do you maybe want to take yourself a little health bolus? There we go. There we go. Is that it? Yay! There we go.
The dead will finally rest easy in Crestwood.
Let's tell the mayor.
Is the Inquisitor's character portrait at the top always a hand? Yeah, it's always a hand. It's annoying, isn't it? And I know it's because of the style of it, but I like being able to make your own portrait. I want that back, although I don't know whether they'll even have portraits in Veilguard if they're not doing a party-based combat. But I would still like to be able to make a portrait, because I liked in Origins where you could give them, like, different expressions. That was my favourite thing. What am I doing? I'm looking for loot, I think. The lighting in here is really bad, isn't it? There's a wall we can bash in there. I feel like we've missed a lot of this bit. Ooh, hello. There's definitely more to this area, isn't there? And I feel like we've just missed a lot of it. Oh, do you know what I really fancy? Haribo. Really fancy some Haribo. Is that the way out? I don't want to go out yet. I don't think. I miss bits. I feel like I've missed bits. I like. What's your favourite Haribo? Because my favourite Haribo is the what's it called? Twin snakes, is it called? And they're like snakes that are tied together, and then they've got like sweet on one side and sour on the other. Oh my god, I could just eat them all day. We want Haribo now. Do you think I could sneak out and have a little Haribo run? Just put the kitten break screen on and just nip to the shop and get some Haribo. I'm sure I've missed an area. Am I going mad? Maybe I've not missed an area. Have I been that way? Yeah, that's where I came from. Mind you, I don't think the local co-op would have twin snakes. Oh. That was a very unhealthy noise you just made when you jumped there, Cassandra. Are you alright? Have you got a cold? Have you got pneumonia? Are you okay? I want to see if I can get her to make that noise again. I sometimes feel sorry for the poor voice actors who have to sit in a booth just making noises. Like they're jumping or things. See if I can get to do it again. It sounded very wheezy. It sounded like you were having an asthma attack or something. No. Oh, that wasn't an unhealthy one. Yeah. That's the wrong way, isn't it? That's completely the wrong way. Yeah, that one! That sounds really unhealthy, Cassandra. You okay there, love? Sound like you're getting over a cold or something. Having to deliver the same line again and again, yeah. Quite often feel sorry for the poor voice actors. There's a video, actually, of, what's her name? Anne Boleyn. Yes, from Tudors. What's her name? She was also Margaret in Game of Thrones. But I always know her as Anne Boleyn, and whenever I see her, all I can think is Anne Boleyn. That's just what that's the name that comes into my head when I see her. Natalie Dormer, is that her? She played Lexi in Mass Effect Andromeda, and there was a little like behind the scenes video that they put up of her doing the voice acting for Andromeda, and there's a bit where she has to make all the noises like she's being, you know, hit or something like that. And she gets really embarrassed. It's quite cute. Oh, I don't know why, because Lexi never went into battle with you, did she? I quite liked Lexi. I mean, I think the Andromeda did not do the Asari much justice. They sort of ruined the Asari a little bit, actually, but I did like Lexi. She was quite fun. Oh, this isn't even the way out, I don't think. Is this the way out? Hang on. No, this isn't even the way out. Do I just go back the way I came then? Or is there a door in there? I don't know, I just feel like I've missed a massive bit of the deep roads. I feel like there's, well, not the deep roads, the dwarven thing, which probably is the deep roads. I just feel like I've missed a bit. Welsh friend doesn't like Haribo? You don't like Haribo? You haven't watched Bridgerton? I'm starting to think me and you have nothing in common, love. I like the Tang Fastics as well, they're pretty good. I like the Tang Fastics, I like the twin snakes. I don't like the ones that are like, you know, like the giant strawberry ones. I don't like the texture of those ones, and there's other ones that they do, they look like lightning bolts. I can't remember what they're called. But they have like the same texture to them. I don't like those ones. I like the more chewy ones. I like the Star Mix and the Tang Fastics. Twin snakes. What else do I like? I quite like the look of the, I think they're called Fruitalicious or something like that. I haven't tried those ones yet, but I like the look of them. And I always love that on like the Star Mix bags, on the front it says, made with real fruit juice, like they're trying to trick you into thinking it might be good for you. Yeah. It's not a way out here either. Apparently I just have to go back the way I came. I was sure there was another way out. Am I going mad? I might be going mad. Maybe it's a different bit of the deep roads I'm thinking about. Because you do go down the deep roads again, don't you? I think you do in the Storm Coast. There might be somewhere else where you end up in the deep roads. I can't remember. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Oh well. Yeah, that's a very unhealthy jumping noise you're making there, Cassandra. Dear me. Oh, hang on a minute. Can we go through this door? Oh, there we go. I'm sure that door didn't open before. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Because, like, there's the whole bit with the nugs, isn't there? And you can kill the nugs, and Cassandra massively disapproves of you if you kill the nugs. But it's really easy to do accidentally if you're playing as a mage. I remember once I was playing as a mage and I dropped my controller and it triggered one of the abilities and I killed the nugs and Cassandra disapproved and I had to reload the game because I felt so bad. Oh dear. Yeah.
Are you sure this is the way to the surface?
I feel a draft. There must be a way out nearby.
I mean, I'm a dwarf. I've got stone sense, innit? Right, that's a door I can get through. Paragon's Luster. I like any word with lust in the name. Is there anything else worth looting around here? Before we frolic off back to the surface? That's where we came from, isn't it? Yes, marvellous. I think Liliana would be the one who would object to killing Nugs the most. Yeah, but she can't sort of approve or disapprove of anything you do, can she? Because she's your advisor and she has to, you know, be impartial. Online connection has failed. My online connection always fails. Just like, keep your knickers on. Yeah. Yeah, there they are, the Nugs. And if you, I'll tell you what, we'll drop a quick save. Drop a quick save. Because I just want to show you. If you kill them.
Some of the ladies at court keep little vermins for pets.
I suppose they dress them in collars with jewels.
You might not be so charmed by waking up to one of the beasts snoring in your ear.
I would probably find that quite cute. I mean, I sometimes wake up to cats snoring in my ear, so you know. Yeah, but if you shoot them...
Try not to make
Vivian approved! Sarah approved! Oh, but I feel bad. Oh, no. I can't. I'm gonna have to reload. I can't do it. I can't believe Vivian and Sarah both approved. Oh, dear. There we go. Yeah, so we head through here. Was there another door we could go through? I think so, possibly. Wait, that's the way. Oh, it would just be a door right there, wouldn't it? There we go. Right, so sorry, Welsh friends making me laugh. I was talking about shooting the nugs, not shooting the cats, Welsh friend. That was one of the classic cases of me cutting myself off mid-sentence and then starting another sentence. Leads to all kinds of confusion. Right. Very tempted to go on a Haribo run, you know. Ooh, giant skulls! Hello! What did they belong to? They've got cheese on the top of them. This is one of those little cheese Easter eggs that they like to put in Dragon Age. Oh, yeah, imagine what they would be the skulls of. They're huge! Nearly the size of Theodora. Giant skulls. Okay, let's pretend we didn't see them. Right. Have I ever played Amnesia? No, I have not. I've heard of it. Is it a horror game? It's a horror game, isn't it, Amnesia? I feel like I've watched someone play it. I think my gums are bleeding. You don't get to taste blood all of a sudden. God, I'm just talking about Haribo and my gums are going, no! Don't inflict sugar on us. There's more nuggies. Hello, little nuggies. You're so cute, aren't you? Are you so cute? I love the way their ears flap behind them as they run. So adorable. Right. And there we go. Now it's nice and sunny. You see, we made the rain stop. It's another rift. And a revenant. But that's alright, because revenants aren't scary anymore. Revenants were only scary in Origins. Is that me screaming? I do appear to be on fire. That would be a perfectly reasonable reason for screaming. Yeah, I think it's me. Imagine Vivian's probably just going, for heaven's sake, darling. No need to make such a fuss about it. Just because you're being burnt alive. Right. So. Oh, it was an arcane horror, not a revenant. Forgetting me flipping there. Yes. Dragon Age monsters. Getting me Dragon Age monsters mixed up. Or level up, because I don't care. I trust the game more than I trust myself. Right, so. Oh, it's a little fox thing. Hello, little fox thing. You're very cute too. Oh, dear me. Right. So, I don't know how I'm tired. I've done now all week. Sat on my arse. Watched Bridgerton. Eaten crap. It's probably the eating crap that's made me tired, to be fair. And then one of my history podcasts that I listen to did a Bridgerton. They've been doing a Bridgerton mini-series, right, about like the real Bridgerton, which has been very good and very interesting. But then they did a a historian's take on series 3 of Bridgerton, and they just completely ruined it for me by telling me how historically inaccurate it all was. I was like, shush, I don't want to know how historically inaccurate it is. It's exciting. Yeah. Bridgerton's weird because, like, I don't really care that it's historically inaccurate. Like, there's certain things. I think there's a difference between creating an alternate history to, like, you know, explore different ideas and things like that. There's a difference between that and, like, warping history to create a false narrative. And Bridgerton, I think, is more like an alternative history type thing. Like, you know, it's just its own little universe, isn't it? And that's kind of fine. So it doesn't really bother me that it's historically inaccurate at all. Whereas there's other things that do bother me, like those god-awful Elizabeth I films with Cate Blanchett. They're just like, yeah, none of that happened. They're just complete bullshit from beginning to end. Just completely warps Elizabeth's character and gives you a completely false idea of who she really was. And it just pisses me off. Hate those films, despise them. Anyway, there was 2, wasn't there? I have in my head there was 2. Yeah, where am I going? I'm going to talk to the mayor, aren't I? There we go. Never seen Bridgerton, Fred. You haven't lived. I don't know if it would be your kind of thing, to be fair. It might be. I don't know. Do you like raunchy period dramas? There's a lot of ladies in really nice corsets that, you know, those kind of corsets that push everything up so you can see every breath. And then you normally have a nice necklace kind of nestled in between. You might like that. I quite like that. That's one of the things I most enjoy about Bridgerton, in fact. I love those corsets. I love them. Yeah, especially Lady Danbury and Violet. Oh, I do like Violet.
What do you mean the mayor's gone?
The mayor's
Rode out an
gone.
hour ago. Spotted him from Byers Field. Didn't even stop the wave.
Maybe he's getting help.
What for? Dead or gone?
Mayor Dedrick's lived here 50 years. He wouldn't abandon us.
He's been acting strange ever since the Inquisitor drained the lake.
Ooh, you have to go and find the mayor. Raunchy period melodramas are totally your thing. Are they, Fred? Watch Bridgerton. It's on Netflix. You have to watch Series 1 and Series 2, and then you have to watch Queen Charlotte, which I personally think is much better than Bridgerton. And it's a spin-off, and it's technically a prequel, but it also jumps, like, to Bridgerton, and the bits that it jumps to slots in between Series 2 and 3. So if you watch Series 1 and 2, and then you watch Queen Charlotte, and then you watch Series 3. And you will not be disappointed. It's not the time to say that I never watched an episode of Downton Abbey or The Crown. Welsh friend! Why do I even let you on these live streams? Jesus Christ. Although, to be fair, there's a few times I've tried to go back and watch Downton Abbey. And it's not... It doesn't capture me like it used to. I was much younger when it first came out. I think I was a teenager, and me and my mum used to watch it. And now when I go back and rewatch it, I'm sort of like, I think I've outgrown Downton. Downton's a bit too prim and proper, I think. There's no, like, raunchy sex in Downton. I think Downton's almost a bit too historically accurate. It's kind of like, eh. But I did very much love it at the time when it was coming out. And I did very much enjoy The Crown as well. Yeah, and also Viral Effects is here. Hello, Viral Effects! Yeah. Although The Crown was weird. Like, I loved Series 1 and 2. Series 3 and 4 were a bit hit and miss. Series 5, I think, was awful. And then Series 6, I think, pulled it back. I quite liked Series 6. So, yeah. But I wasn't a fan of all the Diana stuff, to be honest. I found that just a bit boring. Like the Series 3 and 4 Diana stuff. I think they did a bit better with her in Series 5 and 6, although I don't understand why she had to come back as a ghost. That was a bit weird. I wasn't keen on that. But anyway, I think it kind of ruined it, because I think they'd done her death so well. They did it really well. They didn't, like, dramatise it too much, and they captured that feeling of, like, when somebody dies suddenly. It's like they're there 1 minute and then they're gone, and it's completely unexpected. They managed, and like suddenly, like, she's not there, but it feels like she should be, kind of thing. They did that so well. And I think they ruined it a bit when they brought her back as a ghost. It was a bit like, I don't think you should have done that, to be honest. But anyway, that's just a little thing about the Anderfells. That's not what I want. I want an incriminating letter written by the mayor. Would it be on here? Letter of confession. Inquisitor. It was not the Darkspawn that opened the dam and flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago. I did. In secret. The night they attacked. The undead you have been fighting are people I killed with my own hands. We'd taken in refugees from the Blight, many were ill. We moved the sick to the lower part of Crestwood and the refugees into the caves to stop the disease from spreading. It didn't work. One confessed he'd seen Blight sickness before. It was always fatal. When the Darkspawn attacked, I knew the only way the village would survive is if the Blight sick drowned with the monsters. I cannot bear the sight of Old Crestwood. Now that the water is gone, I cannot stay. I'm sorry, Mayor Gregory Dedrick.
A letter of confession from the mayor. Says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago to stop the blight from spreading.
He drowned them? In the muck? Oh, Mayor is having an arrow for tea.
It's monstrous, but if it stopped the blight from wiping out the entire village...
The mayor's racked with guilt. If he hadn't confessed, I doubt we'd have found out.
I mean, we'd already pretty much pieced it together, to be fair, Vivian. Yeah, but you know, when you're in charge, you've got to make the difficult decisions. Can the blight spread between people? Like, if somebody gets the blight from a Darkspawn, can they pass it on to other people? Because I've never actually heard of that before in the Dragon Age universe. I always thought you could only get it from the Darkspawn. Yeah. Right, so, see if we can get through there.
Not so bad, yeah? Except maybe the bits that are.
That is a pathetic excuse, Welsh friend. Pathetic. No excuse for not having watched Bridgerton. I mean, The Crown and Downton Abbey I could almost forgive, but Bridgerton? Come on, man.
We won't forget the Inquisition help from no one else would, I promise.
Okay. I should probably go after the mayor, really, shouldn't I? But, you know.
Got rid of that glow in the lake. Will the dead leave us be?
Probably. I killed them all. I killed the dead. It's quite a feat, really, isn't it? Right. So, what am I doing? Am I trying to go after the mayor? That's Sister Vaughan, who I need to do the thing for. Oh, I need to go and talk to the spirit, yes. That's the spy we need to find. That's Stroud. Is the mayor just gone? I can't remember. Do you actually track the mayor down? I really can't remember. Or is the mayor just gone? The mayor might just be gone. Crestwood. That's Camps. That's Butcher, who we need to find. Form the spirit. Return the remains. Yeah, apparently he's just gone. He's just gone. Oh well. The blank can be passed via kissing, kind of like what? Oh, is that glandular fever? I think I've seen that before, and it's glandular fever. That's what we call glandular fever. Yes, the kissing disease, right? The kissing disease, that's glandular fever, yeah. Yeah. Hello!
Your worship.
Yep, found bodies.
Already found the remains of the people who died in Old Crestwood.
I didn't imagine you'd look yourself. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It is all too rare these days.
I only did it for the experience, love. There we go, I got 2 power from that. Saw a few episodes of Only Fools and Horses. Oh, I love Only Fools and Horses. I've not watched all of them though. Like, only like the first few seasons are on Netflix. Or they were when I was watching them. There's like 4 seasons or something on Netflix. There might be more on now. It's like with Derry Girls as well. Like there was only like the first 2 seasons of Derry. How many seasons of Derry Girls are there? Is it 3 or 4? Can't remember. But I've put a marker up there accidentally, and I don't think I can get to it to unmark it. Boop. There we go. So talk about Derry Girls. Oh yeah, but the last season wasn't on Netflix yet when I was watching it, so I had to go and watch it on the Channel 4 catch-up thing. It might be on there now, I don't know. The chandelier incident was classic, yes, but Del Boy falling through the bar was funnier. I just watch that sometimes if I need a giggle. I think it's the funniest thing ever. Oh, there's a cat on my desk. Hello. You okay? Are you staying? Are you going? What are you doing? Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh, Puds. Oh, what are you doing? You've sat your fat arse right on cat cam. I can't even put you on camera. You're actually sitting on cat cam. There we go. I've rescued cat cam. Pop cat cam on, shall we? There we go. There you go. Timothy's here! Hello, Timothy! It's been ages! Hang on. Wait, there's a cat right in my way. I'm trying to scroll down the chat to see what has been written. Oh, are you going now, are you? What are you doing? Go back down there. Come on, I've turned cat cam on just for you. Go back down there. Just. Why are you wet? That better not be litter tray wetness. Go down there. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go back down there. Go back down there. Go down. 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 Look. That's you in there. Entertaining the people. Look, he's sat right in front of my screen. I literally can't see anything. Little arsehole. He's pushed my keyboard off onto my knee. Well, since we're sat here waiting for this cat to move, Timothy, since you haven't been around, and anybody else watching who might be interested, would you like to join our Discord? We've got a Discord now. Although I warn you, a lot of it is me and Fred just being massive perverts. We've got a dirty fan art channel for all the dirty fan art that Fred wants to share. But yes, we've got a Magpie Discord now, if anybody's interested in joining it. I will just see if I can get a link for you, but unfortunately there's a cat who has claimed my hand, so I'm going to have to do it left-handed. Copy that. Copy that. Such a little plonker, says Common Misconception. Yeah, that is true. Did you just knock my mouse off? Hey, did you just knock my mouse off the desk? Are you a little arsehole? Are you? Yeah. Right, I'm going to put an invite for the Discord in the chat. If anybody is interested, see if I can just paste that in there. Scorpio, what are you doing? Yeah, there we go. There you are. If you're interested in joining our Magpie Discord, you can do. You're very welcome. We just talk a lot of shit. And the reason that I started it was because I would quite like to live stream Veilguard when it comes out, but I don't want to just do it publicly in just like a public live stream because I'm scared of people. So I wanted to kind of do a private live stream, but I would have to have a way of sharing the link with all of you. So yes, we now have a Discord. If you are at all interested, are you going to stay there for the rest of the live stream? Yeah. Shall I try and play with the keyboard on my knee, shall I? Hey? Should we do that? See if I can play the game with the keyboard on my knee. Yeah. Move that camera a little bit so you might get a bit of a better view. A little bit of a better view. There we go. Oh dear. You okay? Ignoring my ear flicking. I wouldn't get away with flicking stars' ears like this. Should have bitten me by now. Right, okay. So, where are we going? I have no idea. Where are we going? What are we doing? Why are we here? I've given the things to Sister Vaughn. Should we just wander around until we find something? That sounds like a good idea. Right, so. Have we been up this way yet? I don't think we have. What are you chewing? Are those things hostile? I can't remember if they're hostile or not. It's running away from us, so I'm assuming it's fine. Are you hostile? Don't think they're hostile. Marvellous. Right, so, now, are you going? Are you going? Honestly. Comes in, causes chaos, and then just buggers off without a second thought. Without a second thought. Right. So, where have I been? Where am I going? That's a cave. We need to set up some more camps, really, don't we? That's the castle that we claimed. That's the naturalist. There's a dragon somewhere around here. So that's the first camp. Should we go back and deal with that spirit? That's a good idea. Go back and do that. Oh, look, some skulls on a plate. Wow. I love some skulls on a plate. A lot of skulls in Dragon Age. It's very skull heavy. Yeah. Can head back to here. Sarah just got spontaneously injured somehow. Interesting. The portraits got all bloodied. Skulls on a plate sounds like a euphemism. Jesus Christ, Fred. What doesn't sound like a euphemism?
Charming. Fact.
Was that just Sarah and Vivian having a little... we're being attacked. Oh, we're being attacked by deep stalkers. Fascinating. Sorry, I'm trying to read the Discord at the same time. And it's not a good idea. And now I'm still fighting when there's nothing there. Because I'm trying to do two things at once. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. There we go. Right. 100% professional as always. Hello, Wraith person. I killed a rage demon for you.
The rage demon in the caves is dead, as you commanded.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected, I can depart this unchanging nightmare. Your reward. Use it well.
Oh, bloody hell.
Something less trivial.
Okay. Right, so... Right, so... I spent a lot of time just going, right, so, don't... Right, so... and then not following up with anything. It's like if you ever watched Al Murray's stand-up performances, he has a habit of going, the point is, and then never saying anything. That's just what he does when, like, you know, like when the audience is laughing and he just has to, like, give them a minute. He just goes, the point is, and then just leaves it at that. Me, I just go, right, so, it just means I've got nothing to say, but I find silence awkward. Right, so, I should learn to say it in other languages, shouldn't I? Just mix things up a little bit. Oh dear. Right, so what should we do now? We've got a thing we need to claim over there. Let's go and claim the thing. Yeah. And then we should probably go and find the Grey Warden, shouldn't we? That would be a good idea. We'll go and find Stroud. I can see some more deep stalkers. That was a very anticlimactic death. Yeah. So. Oh, this is the flats. Is it up top? Oh, is it up top? Do you know what? Half of this game is just figuring out how to bloody get places. The other half is sorting your inventory out. Sometimes there's a little bit of, like, storyline in between all of that. Oh, there's another deep stalker. There we go. Get up there. ourselves up here. Claim! Fisherman's hut. The stink of carrion fills the air around this hut. You know, I quite like the smell of fish. I think that makes me weird. You know, like the smell of a harbour. If you're near a harbour, that fishy smell that you get in a harbour. I quite enjoy that. Quite like it. A male sidestep dagger. Ooh. People do have nice beds in Thedas, don't they? I think unrealistically nice, considering it's meant to be like, you know, medievally. Oh, doesn't that look dramatic? Doesn't it look cool? Isn't it pretty? With the mountains in the background. Ah, those would be the mountains. But those are the Frostback Mountains. Possibly. Fred enjoys the smell of salt water. Yeah, I like the smell of the sea. The beach. You can always smell fish and chips when you're at the beach, can't you? You can always smell fish and chips. There's nothing like eating fish and chips by the beach in the rain. That is like one of my favourite things. It's like nice, cold, windy day, raining. Go and get yourself some fish and chips. Sit on a wet bench with your raincoats on, huddled together. when the chips get a bit wet from the rain, oh, that's the best thing. It's like the most quintessentially British experience. That eating chips in the rain. I think they taste better in the rain. I'm not being sarcastic here. I'm being genuine. It's one of my favourite things. Like my favourite childhood memories is just eating chips in the rain, and I do think they taste better in the rain. You get a little bit wet from the rain. You've got that sort of cold rainwater with hot chips, kind of. Oh, beautiful, man. Anyway. Right, so this place is so much better when it's not chucking it down, isn't it? In the daylight and the nice blue skies. Right, so I shall loot myself some stuff. And find ourselves a quest to go and do. We need to go and find Stroud, don't we? But we could go and fight a dragon, which I think is over in that direction. I'll tell you what, we'll go and get Judith. Go and check up on her. Eating chips in the rain sounds like a euphemism. Jesus Christ, Fred. You should try a book of euphemisms, Fred. That would be hilarious. Book of Fred's euphemisms. Oh god, there's a cat. What? Oh, are you coming back, are you? No, don't stand on my laptop. Don't stand on my laptop. What have you done? Oh, what have you done? Scorpio. Why do you have to be so difficult? He's gone on the windowsill. Little arsehole. Yeah. That's my castle, what I've claimed. See, I've graffitied on the side of it, therefore it is mine. We managed to get that out quick, didn't we? I wonder who drew that. Do you think we have like an official Inquisition artist who just goes around graffitiing our mark on everything that we've claimed? You know, we've got absolutely no right to claim all the things that we claim. We're only managing to claim them because we've got an army. You're a scoundrel and a liar, Reeve, and probably a filthy cheater. Is that all? Take your money, you ass. Who's talking? Who's talking? I don't know who was talking then. Come on, Cooper. Join us for a spell. Not likely. Just one hand. Oh, is that my agents? They're in the castle, but I can hear them from out here, apparently. That's a horsey. Yeah, so... drop down here. Graffitied on the side of it sounds like you've been... Oh, there's red lyrium over there. Hilltop Farm. Much like Hilltop Hospital. My favourite children's TV programme when I was a kid. Loved a bit of Hilltop Hospital. There we go. Who am I attacking here? Are these bandits? They're not Red Templars, are they? Because there's red lyrium around, so there's probably Red Templars, but I don't think they don't look like Red Templars, I don't think. Oh, somebody's stabbing me. Hello! How rude of me to ignore you while you're stabbing me. And boop. There we go. Yeah, no idea who they were. Let's say bandits. Probably bandits. Oh, and there's wolves over there. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to kill the wolves, Fred. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill the wolves. Might just want to avert your eyes for a minute. At least they're not Mabari. That makes it a bit better, doesn't it? Maybe. They've got green glowing eyes. Does that mean they're possessed by a spirit? That normally means they're possessed by a spirit. Oh dear me. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Marvellous. Right. So, get ourselves some canine leather, which we can use to protect us from the cold, and some wolf fangs that we can probably, I don't know, sell. Or hand in as research to the research table. Right. And Judith will be over in this direction somewhere. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? Isn't it pretty? I think Inquisition is pretty. Right, I can't remember if we have to summon the dragon. Can't quite recall. I don't know if I even want to fight the dragon, to be fair. I might just do a massive, like, dragon tour near the end of the game where we go and deal with all the dragons. Although, if you kill the dragons, you get, like, stuff that you can craft with, don't you? Like dragon skin and things like that, which is usually really good. Use the arsehole. Oh, that looks like a complicated one. Okay. Well, we're going to have to start with that, aren't we? Or end with it. Possibly. Those two connected. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Let's go that way. And then down, and then up, and then down, and then up, and then... Let's hope they are connected, otherwise we can't do this. Yay! Referred to as silence in the common parlance, the constellation Silentier is historically attributed to Dumont, the old god of silence. The one that Corypheus is mad about. Yeah. Oh, this is Judith's house, isn't it?
Sarah, was there ever actually someone named Red Jenny?
There was, Maybe. Doesn't matter now.
You don't ever wonder how your organization got started?
Why? It isn't like a chantry where starts matter.
That would be giving it too much credit, that's true.
I'd be careful. The one in Navarre is mean.
I think Sarah and Cassandra have some of the best conversations. So does Sarah and Vivian. Actually, this is my favourite party, to be fair. Although, I don't know, sometimes you switch Sarah out for Iron Bull. Although then Iron Bull and Sarah actually have quite good conversations as well. If I could add Iron Bull to this party, if we could just get rid of the Inquisitor and just have these three and Iron Bull frolicking around the place, that would be perfect. Hello, Judith.
So you're the woman who saved Crestwood from the dead. Watch out for the wyvern in the hills. I'd take his hide if I were better with a bow.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, tell me about the wyvern.
There's a wyvern causing trouble?
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gaule's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
Okay, tell me about the dragon.
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamold. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
Not the cats! I mean, the rest I'm not so bothered about, but don't eat cats. Yeah, what do you do here?
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with travelling merchants before the undead started attacking. Not to mention that dragon.
You live here on purpose.
Oh, you know, the fishing's grand.
Yeah, I was told to check on you, Judith.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould, fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
Right, okay, marvellous.
Till later.
Be safe.
Kill the cave wyvern. Oh, do I have to? I feel like I spend an awful lot of time killing things. Like, we're not trying not killing things for a while. Wouldn't have much of a game then, would we? Although I think Inquisition would benefit greatly if we just got rid of all the combat, to be fair. There we go. And we could just get to frolic around the countryside without having to worry about, you know, terrible, terrible combat. Anyway, so... What did she say about the dragon? I wasn't really listening to her. I think I was reading the chat. There's another wolf. Yeah. We should go and find Stroud, shouldn't we? I keep forgetting that that's what we're actually here for. Go and find Stroud. Oh, probably have to close this Fade Rift first, though. Cute little bridge over there. I don't think it leads anywhere, but I like a cute little bridge. Come on. There we go. And another Arcane Horror Forest. Remember when Arcane Horrors used to be scary? Do you remember those days? Oh, those were the days, man. It's a really nasty Arcane Horror in the Circle Tower in Origins. It used to kill me quite a lot back in the day. There we go. Marvellous. So. Yeah, it's a cute little bridge. I like a cute little bridge. Doesn't lead anywhere, it's just a way out, which is sad, but look, it's a cute little bridge. It's also a pointless bridge because, like, the river ends there, so you could just walk around it. There's absolutely no need for this bridge. But you know what? I do enjoy a bridge. Right, so. 3 trout pond. It's got 3 trouts in it. But no more! Never any more than 3. there's also red things over there. We ignore the red things. Ignore them. Let's have some blood lotus. We never did that quest in the hinterlands, did we? Where you have to give the blood lotus as an offering. Actually, there's a lot we need to go back and do in the hinterlands. I just can't face going back to the hinterlands, to be honest. Yeah, so... Would this be where Stroud is hiding?
Shall we see if Hawk and this warden ally are waiting inside the cave?
That is an excellent idea, Vivian, my dear. Hello, Hawk!
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the wardens should be at the back of the cave.
Yeah, I made old man Hawk last time. I gave him grey hair and everything. I've decided that the stress in between Dragon Age 2 and 3 has turned him grey. Yeah, I saw all the wardens.
A group of wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. Glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Okay, let's go in then. Ooh, obsidian. I'll have a bit of obsidian. And more obsidian. Banner of the Blind Men. This banner marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who are known to sell slaves to Tevinter. It is possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the bloodstains on the wall suggest otherwise.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Stroud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
You and your moustache. Yeah, I could use another ally.
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power. My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
I recall that being a bad thing, but I don't recall you telling me about all this.
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
Okay. Hawk looks like Qui-Gon Jinn. I had a bit of a crush on Qui-Gon Jinn when I was a kid. What's the calling? The calling controls them. This is irrelevant. Yeah, what's the calling?
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. It starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
And then they do something desperate. Which is of course what Corypheus wants.
Okay, so can Corypheus really do that? Are you affected? How is this possible? Yeah, are you affected?
You said all the wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
Okay, can Corypheus really do that?
Is the calling they're hearing real? Or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
How is this possible?
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets him affect the minds of wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
Oh, the Wardens are desperate, the Wardens are scared, the Wardens are foolish, the Wardens are all three of those things. I sort of don't like what they did to the Wardens in Inquisition, to be honest. Yeah, they are desperate.
So the wardens are making some last desperate attack on the Darkspawn?
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, just see if he's got anything worth nicking first. Hey, I have a way. You know, I've been talking about Bridgerton. Well, I have a way to connect Bridgerton with Dragon Age. You know the guy who voices Corypheus? I cannot remember his name. He turned up in an episode of Series 1 of Bridgerton. He was a villager in the Duke of Hastings' sort of land. There we go. He's the one who stops Daphne and tells her that the rent's too high. So, when you're watching Series 1 of Bridgerton, Fred, the guy who stops Daphne and says the rent's too high and the farmers are struggling, that's Corypheus. There you go. Now you'll know. Just popped into my head there, and, you know, I have to say things when they pop into my head.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach, though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do we want to bother killing the Wyvern, or should we come back later to do that? Because we could go back to Skyhold. Because if we go back to Skyhold, it should have been fixed up a little bit. David Stern, is that him, is it? Yeah, he turns up in a lot of things, actually, doesn't he? I can't, for the life of me, think what else he's been in right now, but I know he's the kind of person who turns up in a lot of things. Oh, is this Butcher? Yeah, the stack of papers is so blood-soaked the pages stick together, only a few lines are still legible. Sorry, Fred's making me laugh. After knowing who he truly serves, it was an easy thing to discover his compatriots. I lifted a list of their spies from one before I left. We have little time before the theft is discovered, so I advise we move post-haste. I was followed, but do not fear, I lost my pursuers in lives. Only our closest friends know my final destination, Butcher. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll take that back to Charter. Actually, we'll go and get that camp. And then we will take that back to Charter. And then...
Red, all the way in. Stupid Templars.
Oh, yeah, these are definitely red Templars, aren't they? And then we'll head back to Skyhold. I wonder if Hawk has the same lines if you make him a blood mage. He does, yes. And it really pisses off people who play Hawk as a blood mage. Because you can't actually select that as a... oh, sorry, I thought you were dead. I was trying to loot you. Yeah, you can't actually set that as one of the options in the Dragon Age Keep. You can't sort of state that Hawk was a blood mage or not. So, yes, they just assumed that Hawk wasn't a blood mage. Well, they assumed that Hawk was against blood magic. Even if you were playing a very kind of pro-blood magic
I
sort
smell
of
the
Hawk.
damp. Just in everything.
Yeah, that's much like living in the northeast of England, love. Just smell damp everywhere, all the time, permanently. We'll go and get this camp.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Set up camp, love. That's the whole reason we came up here, man. Right. So... head back to our castle. Does Vivian have night enchanter skills yet? That is an excellent question. I do not know. I've been auto-leveling our up, haven't I? So, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Night enchanter. She's got the sword thing, I think. Does she? Yeah. Don't have the rest of it, though. I like being a night enchanter, actually. That's what my canon inquisitor is. She's a night enchanter. He's been in everything from Arthur and Merlin to EastEnders. Yeah, he's that kind of actor. He just sort of turns up in everything, but he doesn't ever really play a lead role. He's just one of those, you know, people who's kind of always there. Kill them all. It's not very nice. Sorry, I'm reading the chat at the same time. The nudity will probably enrich the Bridgerton watching experience more. Hey, by the time you get to Series 3, there's quite a lot of threesome action going on. Yeah. And it's looking like in Series 4 we'll get some girl-on-girl action. It's what we all want. And, of course, Violet's got a love interest now, hasn't she? Do you think we're going to get Violet sex scenes? I quite like Violet. She looks great in those corsets. As does Lady Danbury, but I don't want Lady Danbury sex scenes because I think that would be weird. I think that would be... She's the kind of person I want to just sort of, like, admire, you know, in her glory as she is. I don't really want to see any more of Lady Danbury. I feel like that would be... I don't know. There's some fantasies that need to stay fantasies, don't they? It's like, you know when you have, like... You have certain types of crushes on people. You have, like, the crush where, you know, you actually want something to happen. And then you have crushes where they're better just as crushes and you don't actually want anything to happen. Yeah, Lady Danbury's that kind of crush. Hello, Charter. I'm afraid your lad's dead.
Patrols have spotted Red Templars up in the hills, Inquisitor. They're studying a set of elven ruins. Why, we're not sure.
Okay, well, Butcher's dead.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterwards.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
Oh dear.
Another time.
Yes. Expose the double agent operation available. Right, we'll head back to Skyhold then. Because we're going to have to go back and then come back anyway. So, you know, we can come back and deal with the Wyvern later. Hop up to Skyhold. Skyhold's probably quite hard to get to. I always think that we have to, like, trek back through the mountains every time we want to get back to it. It must be a bit like, oh. Also, if you look where it is, It's really close to like where Orzammar was in Origins. I wonder if we actually passed Skyhold on our way to Orzammar. Anyway, travel to Skyhold. I can't take Sister Nightingale seriously after Isabella's comment. I know. Right. Ooh. Well, Sarah's still stood outside, so I'm assuming the tavern isn't open yet. Is the tavern not open yet? The tavern seems open. Head into the tavern.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Well, in that case, it's probably Cole.
Just rumours.
Yeah.
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Your tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick with her bow. No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl.
I love these songs. Yeah, is Sarah's room not open? Sarah's room is open. Why is Sarah stood outside when her room's open? This is Sarah's room. Can I get out the window? Oh, I should be able to get out the window. Oh. Iron Bull should be in here. I don't know why Iron Bull stood outside. Vivian's not here, so she's probably up in her little thing, which means I can probably get upstairs now. Yay! Yeah, doesn't that look a bit better? I mean, it's still not great. It's like...
bag of turnips into the fire. Oh, make it, the smell is everywhere.
Oh god, he mentioned turnips. Oh god, oh god. Let's leave before an argument erupts in the chat. Yeah, I should be able to get up here. Yeah, I mean, we've got a bit of scaffolding up everywhere, but it looks a lot neater than what it did before. And this is Vivian's bit with the portrait of Empress Celine. That's also the cover of The Masked Empire. Very good book, which I highly recommend reading. Hello, Viv.
Yes?
Oh, that was a cold yes. I've never been on bad terms with Vivian before. Oh, shall we flirt with her?
Do you think that you and I might someday...
How very sweet of you to ask, but no.
Oh, she usually laughs at you, doesn't she? If you're on better terms with her. I don't like this. I've never not been on good terms with Vivian before. Never. It bothers me. But, you know, I'm very pro-mage, so, you know. Yeah. Right. What am I doing? I came back for a reason. I think I mostly just came back to, yeah, see all the new bits I've opened up. Oh, and Solus is busy painting the wall, as you do, because, you know, he needs something to keep him occupied. Because I never take him out on missions with me. So he just paints our story, and the whatever he paints changes depending on what decisions you make, which I think is quite cool. Yeah. So there's a quest over here apparently. Hello, Cullen dear.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in Fall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Okay, yes, I believe you.
The Red Templar swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Yeah, what's your plan?
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Okay. So.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Yeah, so Cole's wandered around causing trouble, but that's alright. See if we can get into our garden yet. Can't quite remember how to get to the garden. I don't think it's open yet, to be fair. It's kind of over in this direction somewhere, isn't it? I think. Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. Oh, Stroud's there. Hello, Stroud. Whee! Yeah, is it not kind of over in this direction somewhere? There it is. Drop a quick save just in case I get stuck down there if I'm not meant to be down there yet. Yeah, that's our garden. I'm just exploring the castle. This is some of my favourite bits of Inquisition, is just wandering around Skyhold. Because, I mean, it's huge, right? Skyhold is huge. Apparently I've got a prisoner to judge. That's probably the mayor of Cresswell. Yeah. Crestwood's a real place, isn't it? I think. No, Crestwell. No, it's Cresswell that's a real place, and Crestwood. The place we've just been is Crestwood, isn't it? It's Cresswell that's a real place. Jesus Christ. It's got a lovely beach, Cresswell. There's an achievement in Inquisition I've never gotten tied to gardening. Yes, there is. It's the only one that I don't have on PS4. Literally the only achievement that I don't have is the gardening one. Because it is very easy to forget. Whee!
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
Yep. There's a person standing in a bench, as you do. Or lesions. Yeah. We head in here. Ooh, we're back in the hole.
Not good enough, but good.
We've stopped losing at least.
Right, so that's my throne that has swords sticking out of it for reasons. Should we go and see if we can change some of the decor now that we, actually have decor to change?
Better and better.
Kirkwall's a real place too, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's up right at the tippity top of Scotland. Is Kirkwall. Oh, we've got a quest apparently. Oh, is it just the special shipments? Yeah. Cumberland's a real place as well. I'm pretty sure Navarra's a real place too, isn't it? Somewhere in Europe. Yeah, I think I'll keep the Inquisition banner. I don't really see the point in putting any of the other banners on. Unless I put a dwarven banner up to sort of, highlight my dwarvenness. But we'll keep the Inquisition banner. And that's the only one we've got. And drapery. Oh, I haven't unlocked any of them yet. Heaven's sake, man. Heraldry. Inquisition. We'll have Inquisition heraldry. There we go. Decor. Not unlocked any of that apart from DLC stuff that I'm not interested in. Throne. Ooh, we can have a Ferelden throne. That's terrifying. Or we could have a Kirkwall throne. It would make absolutely no sense having it, but it looks cool. Or we could have a Parvolin throne with the giant Canary. Fuck it, I'm going for it. Makes no sense, but I'm going for it. And the windows... We'll have Inquisition windows, shall we? There we go. Have we met Dagna yet? No, we haven't. She should turn up at some point. But you get a war table mission, don't you, to go and get Dagna? Is that right? Am I remembering that right? Oh, look at my throne. That is a throne, ladies and gentlemen. That is 100% a throne. Right, sit on the throne and be judgmental.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Okay, who will I judge?
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Okay, a grim responsibility, and also one that I have absolutely no right to. Like, the Inquisition has just set itself up, and is just wandering around the country just claiming things that it has no right to claim, and now I'm just sitting in judgment of people who I have no right to judge. But you know what, it's fine.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Okay, let's begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Okay. There might be a few, actually, because you have to judge Alexius, don't you? And then the Mayor of Crestwood.
You recall Gerion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own life, no less. De Winter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
I judge him for his terrible outfit, because that's the thing I most want to judge him for. Yeah, these are grave charges.
And I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Oh. I don't know, what do we reckon? I mean, he was an arsehole. He was willing to sacrifice the whole world to try and save Felix. Which makes him an arsehole. He'll serve Redcliffe's mages, imprison him, I'm executing him myself. See, Theodora, I'm not playing Theodora as being particularly vengeful or angry. She's probably kind of the forgiving type. I don't see any point in just putting him in prison. I mean, that just means, you know, there's a chance he'll escape or be rescued. So that's kind of pointless. We could use him or kill him. Oh, use him, says Fred. Yeah, okay, we'll use him.
You swore to the mages you'd help them. I will have you uphold that promise. Fiona will take charge of you. Any knowledge, favor, or coin you own will go towards the mage's future.
A headsman would have been kinder.
Okay, and then we've got another one. What needs judging, do we? Do we? It's saying sit in judgment, but then it's not letting me sit on the thing. Do we not have the mayor? I think we have to track him down by the war table first, actually, don't we? Hang on. Ooh, I can get down into the dungeons. Ooh. Ooh, there's cobwebs down here. Yes, to pass judgment on the Avar who threw goats. That is a good one, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, this is the dungeon where I keep my art collection, apparently. Yeah. And a giant book, because everybody loves a giant book. Yeah. Whoops, 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 whoops. And there we go. Alright, so honestly, Skyhold just goes on and on and on.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
I like that we've just got, you know, Cole the friendly spirit wandering around. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen. Chuck the sugar daily to make sure it's still sugar, not salt. Yeah. The elf would be Sarah, who is also just wandering around making trouble. 500 potatoes, 50 sacks of flour, 100 sacks of dried peas, as much as possible of salted meat, and 4 willow switches to break in the new kitchen. Oh, that's not nice. Don't be whipping your kitchen stuff. Dear me. And how many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it's still good to eat. There we go, and now we're back out here. Yay! Oh, and this is the stables bit. Yeah, that we couldn't get to before.
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't. Diseased, maybe.
You didn't see it. It had coloured fire.
My father saw the last archdemon. You don't know anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is where Blackwall hangs out. And if you do the Blackwall romance, you get a very steamy scene in here. Is he down the bottom? He moves about a bit, doesn't he? There he is. Hello, love.
Yes?
Our warden's being corrupted.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Yeah, all but you, Blackwall.
Yes, disappeared. Not you, though.
Have I given you any reason to tell me? I won't answer to this, not when it's founded on rumour.
You can't be getting offended by that, love, because, you know, I know the truth because I've played this game before, so disapprove of me all you want.
Perhaps in a bit.
Yeah. I won't head this way. Was there something else this way? Oh no, I thought there was another door over here, but apparently not. There's a horse statue that's buried in the grass, which is interesting. Yeah, well, I haven't even checked out my own chambers yet. I'm assuming my own chambers are open to me. Let's see if I can get into my own chambers.
Lots of standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
What's Blackwall's accent? I'm not entirely sure. It's sort of generic northern-ish. But it's quite tame. It's not sort of like you couldn't identify it as sort of like, you know, specifically Yorkshire or Derbyshire or Lancaster or anything like that. At least I couldn't. Maybe someone could. It is quite a soft accent. There we go. This is my bedroom.
Spared no expense.
Look at that? I'd like to know who the artist is who's painting everything, because they're really good. Boltonish, says Wellsfred. Yeah, a little bit Bolton, but not very broad. I do love a Bolton accent. Oh, that's that balcony that I always try to get onto. The game won't let you. You see, it puts you back just before you reach it. It's the unobtainable goal. It's like one of those awful dreams where you're trying to get somewhere and you can just never quite achieve it. I just want to get to that balcony. Just want to get to it. When you look, there isn't a door. Like, how does anybody get to that balcony? What's the point of that balcony? It's just there to torment me. Oh, yeah. Is that a walkway I can get to? It might be. I'll try and fling myself off there later. Ooh, recipes. Oh yes, I can build things, can't I? Oh look, I've got a library and everything. Oh, what was this, man? That's the garden down there. I don't think it lets you get to the garden from up here though, does it? No. Man, why won't you let me throw myself off the top of the thing into the garden? Come on, man. Come on. It's like some may just put a curse on me or something that I can't ever jump to my death. I'll just get transported back. You imagine people gathering down there being like, the Inquisitor keeps trying to jump off her balcony but keeps getting teleported back. We're a bit concerned. Oh dear. Climb up here. Yeah, and then I've just got a random little balcony bit up here. How cool is this, man? I want this room in real life. It's too awesome. It's too awesome. Right, where's my wardrobe? Because I should be able to change my outfit. Is that my wardrobe? There we go. So, I've got casual wear, formal wear. Oh, that's the one you wear at the Winter Palace. I don't like that one. Outdoor wear. That one's quite good. And then you've got armour. Should we try the armour, see what I look like? See what I look like in the armour. Oh, I'm not keen on that. Not keen on that. And then casual wear. We could go for the silk. Oh, that's quite sexy. Quite like that. Oh, purity. Yeah. Not so keen on that. I don't want the formal wear. Night's watch. Let's have a look at that. That's a bit better. Does that look more Theodora? For her to wander around like that rather than in the posh clothes. I think that looks more Theodora. Might try some different colours though. See which one we like the most. Venture Capital. Ooh, that's very sexy. Oh, I do like that one. Yeah. Oh, Venture Forth. That one's a bit more boring. Oh, Days Visual. Oh, that's a bit better. That looks too much like her armour, I think. If we go for the... what was it? Venture Capital, was that it? Yeah, let's go for that. Alright, there we go. So... yeah. Have one final go, shall we? No. It's a curse. It's a curse. Apparently there's a mission in the middle of this room. Or is the mission below me? The mission might be below me. See if I can jump to that walkway. No. This game doesn't let me have any fun. Right. So, if we head to the war table, see what's what. And then... yes, exactly. And then we'll probably wrap up for today, because we've got nearly 4 hours. 4 hours! How is that even possible? Have a little chat with Josephine. Hello, Josephine.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
I think it's pretty flippin' presentable. It looks amazing. But yeah, sure, let's keep up appearances.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Theras requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Yeah, and you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Won't let it haunt me. I'm troubled by it as well. We'll have revenge. I wish we'd saved more lives. Yeah, let's say that.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure you'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Yeah. No need to be all business.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
Okay. Have a little peek inside the war room. Welsh friend really likes the storyline. Yay! Am I selling you a bit more on the Inquisition now? It is good. I think once you get past the hinterlands and all of that, I think it sort of picks up kind of from the attack on Haven. Up until that point, like, it's definitely slow getting started. Oh my god, look at how much stuff we've got to do around here. Crestwood. Right, what have we got? Dorian's request. Dorian's leads were effective. The Inquisition found several locations where these Venatori could be hiding. Advanced camps. Purpose unknown. If you wish to deal with these mages, I'm certain Dorian would be pleased. I marked the locations on your map. Should you pass by any on your travels? Marvellous. Claiming Mage Rebellion. I'll try to die quietly. A lot of mages just showed up. I hope they're friendlies, because if they're not, we're in trouble. Marvellous. And Shadows over Denerim. Inquisitor, well, that was bracing. A pitched battle with evil mages disguised as kitchen servants. Fireballs flying and swords flashing. It brings back old times. I won't be eating anything coming out of those kitchens for a while, let me tell you. I wonder if they were going to poison me. Nasty little cultists. Anyhow, I'm grateful for the Inquisition's help. We wouldn't have found them without you. King Alistair. Marvellous. Yeah. Right.
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Yeah, find Crestwood's mayor. Let's do that. Mayor of Crestwood left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village 10 years ago. Then he disappeared. The Inquisition must track him down. Crestwood's mayor will have to stop for supplies. I'll have my agents inquire. We already have soldiers on the road. They'll hunt down the mayor. Or I can ask the Crown to post a warrant for the mayor's arrest. To be fair, that's probably the more diplomatic one, because he is like a Ferelden citizen, so he should probably be arrested by like the Fereldans rather than us. And if they decide to give him to us, you know, that's kind of their business. Improved stability. The Inquisitor's efforts to close the Fade Rifts has increased stability in various regions across Nadas. However, demons sometimes remain, having wandered from the site of the original rifts. The Inquisition has received numerous requests for aid in dealing with this problem. I imagine we can send our soldiers. Yes, we can. We'll do that. And... yes, expose the double agent. An unknown traitor is lurking in Leliana's closest circle of spies, and she must set a subtle trap to catch the double agent. The planning will take considerable patience, but the Inquisition must purge this enemy spy from its ranks. We must move carefully. This traitor is a master of the craft to escape my detection for so long. Okay, Lil, I'll let you deal with that. Right, so... Oh, wicked eyes and wicked hearts. We can't do that yet, can we? Do you not have to wait until after you've done thingy to be able to do that? I mean, I don't want to do it yet. Right, so I reckon we will wrap things up there. I just want to nip and see if my dungeons are open yet. I would like to go and have a peek inside my dungeons. Leliana is really bad about detecting imposters and traitors in her midst. I know, right? Sometimes I wonder if she was actually that good a spy master, to be honest. Yeah.
Allies come enemies. Now we have a place to hold them.
Yeah, but I don't think we've got anybody down here at the minute, because Alexius has been given over to the mages. Hopefully we won't keep anybody in that cell. And if we head out from here... yeah. It's a little bit fully a party, but look at that. Isn't that exciting? And I am hovering in midair. Look, how cool is that? Oh. Right, anyway, so we shall wrap things up here. Inquisition's picking up a bit now, isn't it? It's getting a bit more exciting. So, next time... I don't know what we'll do next time, actually. I don't know. We might go and unlock the western approach. We might go back to Crestwood and do the things that we haven't done. I don't know. We'll decide. But anyway, next live stream will be Saturday. It will be back to 3:30 GMT because I'm back at work. Yeah, and we will do whatever it is we feel like doing. But until then, my darlings, I shall say farewell to you all.